All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are getting started with Week 7, a last chance here for players to get their points all in order so that they can secure their spot in the finale coming up here. Damn, are you Elder God this season already?
Who, me? No, I haven't touched
Oh,
Combat League
okay,
since the
okay,
change.
that's why.
So it's just it's just showing my last season.
Masquerading. All right, never mind. I am joined by Misfit Panda on the mic, though, and we've got our competitors here, so we're going to be hopping into the action, though, in just a moment for you guys. I know we started a little bit late, but everything is underway. How's it going, Panda?
It's going pretty well. I can't complain. Thursday night, ready for some Xbox MK action. This is the last week of the Nightmare series, so we're trying to get some people to get those points in. Last stretch, so it's gonna be kind of competitive. I think I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how this one shakes down. I know that there's a possibility these early stages we're going to have to kind of sift through who is and is not here. Dude, neither one of them hit the fucking start match button. Oh my god, we have to make a new lobby. And one of you guys has to hit the fucking start match button before the counter gets to 0. If the counter gets to 0, then the lobby breaks. That's the whole thing.
Then the lobby just breaks.
Yeah, so
Oh my god. MK11 can get a hill. You gotta love him. MK1, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
I don't understand how they are still like this, but we'll see when it happens in the Pro Tour online sessions. They'll maybe
definitely
fix
have
it at
to
that
adjust
point.
it there.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have some new crossplay rooms or something to deal with this better. But we'll go ahead and get some more invites out to them. But what's going to be interesting here is as we shake down and figure out who is and is not showing up today, because it is kind of late in the bracket or the week, so we do get some no shows. It'll be interesting to see who ends up making it out alive. The point standings right now are some of the tightest they've ever been. We've got 4 players with 400 points, and they are in 5th, 6th, and 7th. And those are the final locked-in places to qualify, right? Like, beyond that, you are not making it. And just behind them, players with 380 points, 325, like, they are real close. So it's going to be very important to see where these players end up finalizing their slots tonight. The players making top 8, if they're within those upper players, that's going to be really important. Although top 8's only got 8 spots, and there are about 10 players that are going to need those points, so there are going to be some upset players here, going home a little deflated, but we are also going to see some players hopefully looking to get something real nice started for themselves as we move into the finale.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a nail biter, and the point standings were really close. Like you said, you have some around that 380 mark, some around that 2 mark. I think I was like at 150, so I was like, you know what? I think I'm just like, I'd have to make top 8. So I was like, you know what? I'll just try to hold it out for the LCQ because it is the top 7, and then what? You're taking 1 from the LCQ.
Yep, whoever wins the LCQ will join them. All right, you guys are good to start the match. Please push the button. But yeah, it's the winner of the LCQ will make that. So that could be somebody that just was right outside of the points, or it could be somebody that didn't show up all season long and is looking to swoop in at the end, which we've definitely had in the past. I think in the past it was a little bit more of a aspect of, to some extent, the consoles were like just more readily available. So the idea of Tweety coming through on an Xbox or K7, etc. Like there are a lot of players that had access to both sides. Now this generation, not so much. But there still could be some possibilities of some secret guests coming through. And, of course, I think it'd be really exciting if one of the players that was just outside of the points or had showed up just a little late and didn't get enough is able to make it through. I think that'd be really cool.
Most definitely. So, I like this here. So we have Amari Phobic going with the Melina Scorpion, and we have Hunter going with the Omni-Man Lao. Omni-Man is legal here. Haven't really played this matchup or seen this matchup mostly, myself. So we'll see how this plays out. Omni-Man definitely a strong character early out. But Amari doing pretty well, and just as I says that, gets hit by the Superman fly. That is an overhead there, a tricky mix up there. Setting up the low hat, going for another Superman. He's connected both of those.
Oh no, full punish on that random ball roll. You gotta capitalize on those.
You gotta capitalize on those.
We'll get a little damage there, but the break comes out, and now it's Hunter's turn. No meter yet to break this. We'll get the breakaway at the end. No, drops it early with the, what the fuck was that? The Kung Lao teleport? He has his own teleport. Why would you do that?
Yeah, that was definitely a, that input error is definitely going to cost him. I know that R2 well. He was definitely trying to set up low hat, but ended up getting teleport. And Amari taking round 1 here, this game 1. Yeah, that was a punish, but Amari had the bar for the breaker, so that was good. We're gonna get a throw to the corner. Let's see what we can set up.
Just immediately catches him trying to jump out, constantly swinging. Amari now going to town, gonna get some decent damage. Oh no, the drop at the end.
The drop.
All right, launches him into the air. Hunter now going to town with the Omni-Man combo. Not doing the new one, going for perhaps one that he's just more confident he can hit regularly.
Yeah, keeping it simple. Nice, nice. Good dash up punish on that ball roll there. And he's going to get some good damage here. No meter to break just yet. And we're going to get the forward 3 into the low hat. And Hunter keeping the pressure in that corner. Mari trying to jump out, but Hunter's going to capitalize and take this second round.
Absolutely. Okay, size away.
Okay. So far, I feel like, we're in the trying out stage. I think he has hit every single one of those Superman fights, low hat mix-ups, every single one.
You try to get away from it, and it's just not happening.
It's just not happening. You gotta just guess. You have to be a good guesser. Okay, forward throw to keep him in the corner, and then we're just gonna step back. Oh, punish on the teleport, but has the meter to break. Good.
All right.
With the low there, we're also going to get the back throw. Hunter has the great life lead here in this final round. Good up block, but has to come off that meter for that breaker.
Both players empty now on resources. This is going to be big here for Hunter. Just go straight into the stance, but the up block, look at that. Nice, Amari was waiting with it. Is he going to be able to kill? No, he called Scorpion at the wrong distance, but he's going to go into it. Fatal blow? Yes. Okay, so now the scaling. That was a big chunk on that first hit. He is playing with a cameo that leaves him at normal health, so the button mashing may be crucial here on this. I don't think he's dead.
Yeah, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be very close.
Ooh, he's barely alive.
A dot. There we go with the side to chip him out there. And Amari taking game 1. Very, very good. Honestly, I think Hunter, was playing it well. It's just maybe some slight adjustments here, some missed punishes. We'll see, what adjustments they can make going into game 2. Very nice match. Very nice first match of this set.
Absolutely. Hunter's Omni-Man looking strong, but Amari came prepared for some of that offense. It's been a week now, right? He came out last Thursday. Players have had some time out on the battlefield with him. And what that also means, not only for Hunter and the like to have gotten used to and comfortable and found some setups, but also for players on the defensive side to get familiar with how they need to deal with this character. And Amari putting some of that on display here. I really love the way he had that up block ready and had the punish ready for it as well. So we'll see if Hunter can make the adjustments here as we move now into game 2. Beautiful anti-air to get started though from Amari.
Nice anti-air stand. We're gonna go into the back throw. Let's see what we can get going on offense. Ooh, the back dash back 1. Just the launch. Just got the drop combo, but it's all good. Back in neutral here. Forward 4-1. There we go. We're gonna get the conversion with the grab from the Viltrumite stance. This is decent damage here. What we got to set up now.
The low hat keeps it safe as well. So just going to town, finds the opening here. Amari will spend the meter to get out of trouble on this one. Oh, that was a weird interaction.
Yeah, I can't tell you what happened there. Somehow that hit, and somehow Hunter ended up taking that first round here. Very, very, convincing round there.
Ooh, nice side switch off that string. The stray overhead at the end there connecting. And I love the way they use that air fireball to stay above that low buzzsaw hat. Ends up getting caught by it anyway, but not in a situation where it was going to be like this devastating mix like Hunter wanted it to be.
Yeah. Ooh, committing to that teleport. That's going to be a punish. No meter. This is definitely going to hurt. Chooses to set up low hat. Nice.
And DQs are going to be going out soon, so please be letting somebody know that you need to be checked in if you are having trouble with that. We don't want to lose you if you're here and you can't check in. But otherwise, if you're waiting on your opponent and they're not here, they are going to be DQ'd in about 5 minutes. So that is just kind of the way it goes. I know that I'm kind of expecting it decent chunk of DQs as we get later into the season, especially for this being the final points day. There are some players that are like, hey, I can't make the points, why bother? And I understand that mentality to some extent, but I would also argue, hey man, sometimes you just gotta get out there and grind so that next season you are ready, right? Like there's not to be too heavy-handed about it, but there's a reason you don't have enough points this season, and every chance you get to be out on the battlefield grinding, keeping that blade sharp and getting it sharper is going to give you chances for next season and in other events to ensure that you are able to make those finales. So even for players where the points don't matter per se, I do believe it's important to get in there. All right, hold on. Boise is not in the bracket. Well, we can probably deal with that in the weirdest way possible, but give me one second.
And Hunter definitely taking that second game there. Capitalized on the punishes just a little bit better in that second match there. So he definitely made the adjustments to get the win. It is now tied up 1-1 on the board. It looks like Amari's thinking. The Melina actually wasn't doing too bad, so okay, yeah, he's gonna stick with the Melina. Good choice. I just think, you know, just being a little bit more cautious on taking some of those risks would probably help Amari just a little bit more. Those forward, the forward cameo, the overhead scorpions, those were connecting. Capitalizing on those can lead to some big damage, could be a different outcome. And we're starting out game 3, Amari on the offense here. Keeping it safe with low hat. We're gonna get that punish with the 1-2 into the Viltrumite stance grab. Setting up low hat. Oh, nice punish on the teleport. Okay, we're just gonna get the teleport behind. With grab. Okay, Dad's checking with the down 1. Okay, this is gonna be some decent damage. Mari does not have the meter to break. Gonna just cash out, get that damage by finishing the string, and then we're going to hit the standing 1-2-2 to end the round. Hunter taking that round. Back through into the corner. Let's see what Amari can set up here. And Hunter just jumping out. Okay. Good backdash on that 1-2. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, good up block on that overhead there.
Alright, so, quick question here. Is Barry here? If Barry's not here, we have a solution. If Barry is here, we're gonna go from there. I think Barry just checked in, or Pocket just checked Barry in to find out. So if Barry is here, please let me know. Otherwise, we'll have to find an alternate solution, which I think we'll do in that case instead.
Good close out on that round there from Amari. Got some decent offense going in that corner. Ooh, no capitalization on that with punish. Okay, keeping him honest with the down 4s there, throwing him back into the corner. Hunter sitting on full bar. That low hat Superman hit once again. He's hit almost every one of those.
Okay, so that is Barry that checked in. Alright, so Barry is here. We are gonna have
good duck under that grab there, and we're gonna cash out here to try to get the damage. Okay, spin in 1 bar. It's nice with Omni-Man, and that's gonna, oh, we got a break. You never know. We got the comeback. With punishing with the back 1-1. I love that brutal so much.
Too slow.
Love that brutal so much. Hunter taking game 3 here. It is now 2-1 Hunter. Amari, like I don't think Amari's doing too bad with the Melina. He's just finding himself in unfavorable situations, unfortunately. Like, you know, getting hit with no meter, or, you know, Hunter just whiff punishing some of his offense attempts, not able to get offense going. Let's see what adjustments Amari can make going into game 4. Hunter is sitting on set point with this game 4. Yes, Amari, you can pick a different cameo. So as loser, you can pick a different character and cameo. I see your question in the chat. You can pick a different character and cameo. If you do switch characters, however, Hunter can, counter pick by switching a cameo. By switching a cameo. They can't switch their main character, but they can switch the cameo. So yes, no, you can switch if you want to.
Yeah, you're good to switch as long as you are on the losing side of things. In the event that your opponent, or that you win, you will be kind of locked in with what you got. Although it is a case of if they pick their cameo change, that you can change your cameo. So there's some weird nuance to it or whatever, but for the most part, you're locked in when you win.
And Amari's locking in that Serena along with the Melina. Gonna opt to switch off the Scorpion. Gonna get a little bit more options here in the neutral with Serena's projectile cameo. So let's see how it works in their favor. Ooh, I love those. I love the random rolls hitting. Melina game. Ooh, tries to end the forward 1-4-4 into the low side. That gets blocked. Omni-Man's gonna get a good punish here. Hunter going to set up the low hat. Teleport behind. I like what Amari did there. He tried to punish with the standing one, but Hunter was just too ready for it there. I like that. I see the idea. I liked it, but the low hat, unfortunately, gonna let Hunter take that pick. Gonna get that pick up there. Getting clipped by the 2-2.
Yeah, my bad. I am just trying to figure out what we're going to do with the bracket here. Although DQs have gone out, so in the event that your opponent did not show up, they have been DQ'd, so please make sure you're checking into your next match. Okay, alright, yeah, so if Demoralize said he's fully DQing out, then...
And Hunter running away with it here on set point here in this game. But hold on, wait. Amari getting something started, making him come off those 3 bars. Rolls into the low hat. Okay, setting up the low hat. Okay, he did it. Low hat was there. He didn't get hit by that one, but unfortunately, low hat clipped him. Okay, we're gonna get the grab overhead off that string here. Low hat clipping, getting the down 4. This is dangerous territory for Amari. Nice. Setting up the low hat, trying to go for the Superman. Low hat's there. Oh my god. He's so close to chip out, and he gets clipped by the back 1-1. That is going to be the set going to Hunter and this Omni-Man. The first Omni-Man we're seeing here on the Nightmare series. Taking it 3-1 there over Amari and Melina.
Right, nicely done. So we're going to hop back over to our bracket. There have been some minor changes here that we're going to be taking care of. Now, there are people that got DQ'd out, so we're going to be dealing with them. So, for example, Barry is not going to have to fight either of these people because they didn't show up. I believe Demoralized is not able to make it, so since Bray and Jupiter, they were both here, we'll get them on stream. We're waiting for the results of this match. That match is also going to happen on stream, but for now, we're going to go ahead and grab Steak and Greatness. Greatness, if you could drop your gamer tag in the chat, that would be great, so that way we can get some invites out to you, and then we'll take care of you. The other thing I do want to let everybody know of is we are going to have, since Hello Larry is not actually able to play, and I made the mistake, this is on me, Koizi has to be added to the bracket. I let the Combat League tilt me too much, and I did not remember to add him to the bracket. So he's going to take Hello Larry's spot, is how we're going to handle that. So that's just the way that we're going to do that. So Hello Larry will be played by Koizi. It's going to be somewhat similar results. Actually, it's not going to fuck up with the seeding too bad. Hello Larry and Koizi are both very, very talented players. Oh, that bracket is probably wrong. Let me get you the updated bracket as well. Man, I am just dropping every ball imaginable. Today was a close.
You're good. You got a lot on your plate running this bracket here, running this Nightmare series every week, which just want to say on behalf of the Xbox community, we do appreciate you for doing, because we need outlets too to compete. Make sure we're ready for all these other competitive opportunities that come our way. So this being an outlet for us to compete, we understand you're busy. We appreciate it.
Yeah, it's really important, I think, to have a place like that. That was the big goal, is to make sure we've got a place for players to be able to play in, because cosplay is right around the corner, and then you guys will be able to compete in some really big stages, which is going to be really cool. Looks like we do have a bunch of people available for their matches in pool number 2 here, and then for pool 1, we'll go back over to there. This is, weird. We had some DQ, so some of these matches are going to kind of advance on, but we got these people here, so they'll be good to go. And we'll get these invites out. So Stake versus Greatness 99. And it looks like we are going to be hitting the stride after this too, so be good.
Moving right along to those final stages for that top 8 for this last week of the Nightmare series before LCQ. It's gonna start getting tight. It's gonna start getting tight here. Stake and Greatness. Kind of familiar with Stake. I don't know if Greatness is a newer player or not, but I'm not too familiar with who they play or what they're going to be bringing to the table. But I am excited to see.
Yeah, I am not familiar either, so this is going to be a new experience for me. We'll see who they're playing. With Omni-Man on the field, though, I wouldn't be shocked if we see a handful of them tonight. I think Omni-Man's new and people are trying out the new fun thing, but there's also some credence to the idea of almost too new, right? It's tournament, I gotta be playing my absolute best, and a character that's only a week old is maybe not the best approach, but Hunter's making it work, and there could be others with the same idea.
Yeah, you know, he's just clicking with some people, as we're seeing on some of these tournaments, some of these online tournaments. Omni-Man's just clicking with some people, and he's very fun. I can't even lie. Omni-Man is super fun. So
yeah, I've been having a great time with him too. I've been having a good time playing him. All right, you guys can go ahead and start the match whenever you're ready. At this bracket here.
Get over here!
Spray, we'll get you guys on stream. Done. Over finish.
Scorpion.
And I think after that we moved to round 3. Oh, these are
moving along.
Okay, so Stakes using Sub-Zero? He's been on a bit of a character crisis. Interesting, he's locking in with Sub-Zero here.
And we got Greatness going with the Lee May. Lee May is a very good pick here. Both of these beta characters. Almost, I guess you could call them OGs if you want to MK1.
Yeah, that's true. These players have potentially had a little extra time figuring them out too. But I don't know. At this duration, I think those beta hours, the dividends on them are pretty low.
Yeah, I agree. And we got State going right in with this sub pushing to the corner here.
But speaking of beta, I mean, Sub Sonya is like a beta classic, right? That was one of the more popular ones. She does really synergize well with a handful of his lows that are traditionally not pop-ups, but with Sonya on his side, they can become them. Makes that character all the more deadly. Greatness gonna armor his way out of the corner here, catches him with that overhead as well.
And Greatness trying to fight back this life deficit he's found himself in. Oh, and State taking a round there with that armor slide into the Sonya just right after you said, you know, him able to combo off some of the lows he's not able to combo off of. That armor slide, he will get a combo with Sonya.
Yep, absolutely. Another one of those just on the list of sneaky lows he can add in. I also want to note that there are a couple of DQs still going out, so for Isaiah, if you're playing tonight, Isaiah, please make sure you get checked in. Isaiah does not have to play tonight. They have enough points where they're guaranteed to make it into the finale no matter what happens. But in the event that you do plan on playing, please make sure you get checked in.
Checked in. Yeah, Isaiah's is pretty far up there on the point list. So if you're playing, yeah, definitely try to get those points or gatekeep out. And State going here in the corner, getting that ice clone. Pretty almost close to even here. Gonna set up that ring. Oh my god, gotta love that energy ring from Sonya. Armor out. Greatness gonna try to make a final effort right here. This one hit could do it for him. EX Ice Clone gonna set up the. That was nice. That was a nice situation for State. Kind of a weird one, unfortunately, for Greatness, but State taking a game one with this impressive sub in Sonya.
Very nicely done. The other thing too is, I don't know if he's been leaning on it too heavily, but the character has like some really strong defensive tools as well, right? So being able to kind of rely on some of those defensive tools on top of this heavy offense can be really devastating.
For sure, definitely for sure. And great use there of that energy ring. I'm starting to see, the people who use Sonya as a cameo, more, practical and great uses for that energy ring. She can charge it to where, it kind of turns into an ambush then and she can move. We saw that come into play quite a bit there in that first match. And like you said, the defensive tools, Greatness just really couldn't get anything going. But we'll see what adjustments we can make going into game 2 here.
And Nova Elite, make sure you're checking in for your lower bracket match. If you're carry on trusting most of these lower bracket matches, you're gonna skate through because there's a lot of DQs. But it looks like 2-2 had a lot of more people show up.
Nice. Sub-Zero will take that trade all day. Gonna get that slide into the corner, pushing them further. Sonya with that 140 damage grab there. One of the more damaging grabs for the cameos.
Yeah, it is the most damaging. Sonya is kind of the exclusive one with the huge damage on there. And if you can bait an up block out of it, it is, I think it's over 20% or something. It's crazy. It might be just shy.
And Greatness trying to back up, see if he can get something started here, but gonna get clipped by that ice ball. This might be the round. Okay. Oh, decides to spin the beater on the breaker. I don't know if I would have done that, unfortunately.
Yeah, sometimes those panic breakers are not going to pan out, right? Now if you've lost the round and the meter, those are valuable resources that you're going to want access to as you go into that next round. It's something that I, as a player, have to adjust back into. In the MKX days, I like to think I was somewhat good at meter management, but MK11, you play that for so long, there is no meter management, right?
There is no meter management,
I'm a little rusty at it in figuring out how exactly I'm going to, pay attention to and know when to spend the meter. Like, a big thing is also when you're breaking, try to break after your opponent has maybe spent some meter of their own or called in a cameo, so you can cost them some resources too.
Meter management, definitely a big skill or a great skill to have in this game here. And Lee May can get some nice damage with the Scorpion, but there's no need to go too crazy. Greatness is going to take this round, tying it up in game 2.
And in spite of spending that meter, right? Able to still hang in there, has 2 bars to work with as we move into round number 3 here.
Exactly. As we're preaching about meter management, still takes round 2 to even it up. Nice. Ooh, catching them with the forward 3, letting it rock. And yep, you can interrupt that. State's gonna take advantage and interrupt that string, try to get a combo himself. Setting up the ice clone. Sonya's out. Gotta love that energy ring. It's such a good move for Sonya cameo. And it comes back so fast. Pay attention to how fast it recharges. Setting up the ice clone. Sonya's out. And this could, we got a drop there, but it's okay. Still gonna clean it up to get that round. Gonna take this game 2. Stake now up 2-0.
Now there were some weird freezes happening during that. I don't know what that was. Hopefully the servers aren't having any kind of weird problems and it was just a flirt, but I definitely did see that real hard freeze in the middle of that. That was scary. I thought that the game disconnected for how long they froze for. I genuinely thought that we were getting kicked out. So I'm glad that it carried on, but obviously we want to not even have that coming up. So hopefully we can get away from that, although the players seemingly unfazed as we move now into game 3. Unless they want to make a new lobby, that is an option, I suppose. Need to make sure players know that even though you're on stream, we are not opposed to starting it over if you'd prefer trying with a new lobby. I mean, we can only do so much, right? But we are willing to do the things if you ask. Absolutely. But it looks like they're going to be locking into it, and we're going to tough this one out.
All right, and Stake up 2-0 here. Greatness gonna try to get on the board, sticking with the Lee May and Scorpion. And we're on here on the stage selection. Okay, they were just didn't know whose turn it was to pick a stage. I was like, oh, what's happening?
Letting the clock do. I thought maybe they were saying that they were going to.
Opt for the, opt for
yeah,
the lobby.
yeah. I thought somebody was maybe typing in the chat or something. That's what I thought was maybe happening.
But we are just gonna rock into this game 3 here. Greatness trying to get on the board, stake up 2-0, see if he can close this out. And Lee May going into the charge into Scorpion, opts for the hard knockdown. Nice. I kind of like that idea.
Uh-oh, that's gonna be a big punish here for Stake. Gonna go with the overhead launcher here. He's working on only about 30% of that health bar left, but trying to even things up about halfway to that mark. This overhead will get him there if Greatness doesn't break it.
Had to use that meter to break there. They're kind of close on the life. Stake does have the meter advantage though, but he does have a life deficit he has to come back from, but not too hard.
Oh, that's gonna catch. Nicely done by Greatness.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm being very specific about which name I use. I think it's been discussed before. Although it's easier for me because I've got it at the top of my screen from the overlay, whereas...
I'm going off the overlay that I'm seeing. And I just remember, just hearing Greatness and seeing Greatness in the bracket. But
there we go.
All good. Stake going in here in this corner. This is kind of where Sub-Zero thrives, in the corner. Just a little late with that Sonya call, but it's all good. Still gets the... Oh, we got the drop again. But Stake going back on offense.
Yeah, Stake definitely having some shaky routes here. Definitely going to need to be cleaning that up, but this is first set of the evening for him here in the bracket, so still maybe warming up. He will still secure the round nonetheless, and he is now on set point, looking to send Greatness into the lower bracket. The lower bracket, though, is a lot of DQ, so those players, you are going to kind of skate through there. I know it can be somewhat annoying waiting on lower bracket, but we are trying to make sure we DQ out the players that we know haven't been showing up, so you don't have to wait for the timer. So I've been trying to be proactive about that, so... please be patient, and we'll get you to a player that's here as soon as we can. That's Stake finishing the job almost. Flawless victory in play as well. The curse is cast. Come on, get him, Greatness.
Trying to go for that commentator's curse. Oh, good backdash on that flip kick. Just barely missed.
Oh, I jinxed it!
No commentator's curse here. Stake's gonna close out with that flawless victory. Taking this set 3-0 over Greatness.
He fucking got away with it. I tried to curse it and everything. I was overt, maybe too overt. Curses don't work like that.
Yeah, I think it was, like the curse happens when there's not the intent behind it. It just happens to happen.
I got greedy.
I think he used the power wrong. He used the power wrong.
Uncle Ben would be displeased with my actions here today. Alright, that is going to close that set out here. Stake will advance. Find it on this thing to pop the score in for it, or has it already been done? I lost it. I don't know where the Stake set is. Dude, how does that happen? What kind of weird brain nonsense is that? Alright, I found it. So Stake is good. So Stake will move on. We got Kusa versus Sudden Death, as well as Jupiter versus Bray. We're going to start with Jupiter and Bray. They haven't gotten to play matches yet. Neither of their opponents showed up. Whereas Kusa and Sudden have had an opportunity to play. So we'll go ahead and get Jupiter and Bray in here. And following that, we'll get Kusa. And then we'll be hopping over to the other bracket where we've got Fluffy waiting on the winner of Dark Elite and Jerzeg, as well as Alright Rai Rai waiting on Skill versus Majin Nova. This match is pretty much done, just needs to be submitted as the result or whatever, I think. So the bracket will hopefully finish that up. Yes, you've got a little bit of time, so if you want to play some Combat League sets, right, you've got a little bit of time. And you're going to be on stream, so we'll let you know kind of when you're needed. We'll be saying your name and stuff. But that is our current schedule here for upcoming matches. Let's go ahead and get some invites out here to Jupiter and Bray. Also, I want to watch Striker play. Striker is I don't want to make him nervous though. But
no pressure, Striker. None at all.
I know. I don't want to jinx him, but I want. Striker is I'm not even gonna say one of. Striker is my favorite player to watch. I have enjoyed watching Striker play since MKX with his Ferrator. He just plays like some of the oddball characters, and he plays them at a really, really clean level. So I really enjoy watching him, but I almost fear that my curse powers hold him back. Because I'm like internally too biased, so I feel like if he's not on stream, he can succeed without me watching. You know.
Now the intent is true, so you know we'll see. We'll see how the curse works. Yeah, Striker played. Was it Terminator in MK11?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was super hyped to watch him play. That character's fun to watch.
Terminator was crazy. I definitely remember that Terminator, and having a couple Combat League run-ins with it.
And his Injustice runs with Bane and stuff are really fun too. So. We'll see. Maybe if Striker doesn't want to play on stream, we won't make him play on stream, but I would love to see some of the Striker show. The character that he's playing, he has said, is a character he finds to be very, very fun, and if Striker's having fun, that's got to be a treat to watch. So here's hoping we can get a peek at that match. Jupiter, what is your gamer tag? That's the thing I need to figure out. I'm going to guess what it is based on the Smash GG name. But yes, Hello Larry is Koizi this time. Hello Larry couldn't play, and I messed up and did not send an invite as I didn't add Koizi to the bracket. And Koizi came and asked, and I didn't. It was on me. It's not on Koizi not registering. Koizi came and asked, so that was my fault. But because Hello Larry isn't gonna play, we just had Koizi take Hello Larry's spot. So the seeding is pretty much the same. It's not the same exact, but it's pretty much the same. And yes, so if you are matched up with Hello Larry, you will be facing Koizi instead. Which is like, that's how it should be, right? Like, if there was going to be Under the Mask, it needs to be just as scary, you know what I mean?
Koizi with the secret identity tonight.
Yeah. Alright, so they have sent their names in the chat, so they should be easy to find. And they're just the same as their names, so those are my favorite ones, the easy ones to find. I gotta say, what is it, Gavin Riley? His name is like GGAVV. It's like so weird, and it's one of 15 different names. And it's like, trying to figure that out. There's a handful of people that they're like, StartGG is different from their Twitch, different from their Xbox. So it's nice when it's all concise and together. Not that I super mind if it's not, but it is more convenient when I don't have to worry about it.
Super convenient, most definitely.
Alright, so we got the first one to Jupiter. I think I've started enough of this name that I don't need to type the rest of it. Xbox knows who I'm talking about. And then Panda, of course. Alright, cool, they're on their way.
Getting these combatants in here for this round. We're still in round 3. Yeah, this is still a round 3 match.
What did you want your name to be in here? Bray MK? Is that what you wanted it to be? Bray MK, okay. I'll do Bray MK, that's fine. Alright, you guys are good to start the match. I am in the AFK position, so I won't have to deal with you.
I am as well. Keep me out of it.
Dude, that's the nice part about being in the commentator's booth as well. I get to, like, watch and enjoy these ass beatings without having to be on the receiving end of these.
Without having to endure them, right?
Yeah. Because these are some of the craziest players I've seen. I mean, like, their ability to find ways to optimize this stuff, their execution, like, all of this stuff is real deadly. And it's incredibly fun to watch. It's a very different experience when you're trying to weather the storm and block this stuff. I mean, Bray busting out the Natara. I have a strong feeling that we're going to see a little bit of air movement here, and it's going to be problematic. And in fact, I fought Bray in Combat League, and it wasn't fun. It was not fun. So now it's your turn, Jupiter. You deal with it.
Jupiter going with the Sub Serena. Seeing this team quite a lot. I think Sub's synergy with Serena is actually very well.
I would agree.
A little bit more damage.
Not only that, but he's like a character that wants to lock you in the corner, and like the way that the freezes work in general really lend to the meter drain. And I think as the time goes on, people are going to find out that the meter drain is one of the best cameo moves in the game. That character's ability to just completely starve you of super valuable resources. Like, you're not breaking against him. You will end rounds with no meter. Rounds that you would typically say to yourself, okay, I'm getting my ass beat, but at least I'm going to come out of this with resources for the next one. Nope, not today.
For sure. And Jupiter with this Natara, gonna throw him back into the corner. Oh, excuse me, Jupiter with the sub. I am sorry, that is brave with the Natara.
Yeah, he's the flying one. I remembered, I was like dealing with the flying. She's moving all around. I wonder what that looks like. And then I remembered, oh no, I do know what it looks like because Bray did it to me recently. I know exactly what it looks like.
I feel like if you're not flying around the screen with Natara, you're not doing it right. And Jupiter getting that up block, just as I says that's going to be very important in this matchup to get those up blocks.
And he kept hitting me with that drill he just did. That drill into Goro. I kept on fucking getting slapped by it. And Goro makes it safe/launch. It's fucking crazy.
Oh, that overhead into the Serena. Gonna have to break. That was definitely gonna be some decent damage there.
Uh-oh.
Missing the overhead. This is a punish.
Yeah, this is gonna be big damage here for Bray, and we're talking Natara damage, so gonna be 335 for no meter. Had there been some meter on board, there would have been even more coming out. Bray has a solid life lead, but we're talking Natara health with Goro, right? 850. We're starting at a huge deficit. Can you kill right now, though? I think so, and that'll do it.
Don't think it matters. Natara hitting like a truck. Bray closing out, tying the rounds up here in this game 1.
His left knee, make sure you are checking into your match. His left knee, if you're in the chat, your last two opponents have been here. Isaiah also confirmed DQ for tonight, at least for round 1. But again, Isaiah had the most points, so maybe looking to relax, maybe looking to keep some secrets as we move into the grand finale, right? You don't want to reveal your playstyle if you don't have to. So going into hiding, but top of the points leaderboard absolutely earned their respite.
They definitely have some secrets there, you know, on tuck, waiting for the finale. And Natara with that grab kind of EX it here. Natara hits super hard and stuck into that blood ritual circle, so.
Well, I mean, speaking of,
this could be the round.
Speaking of Natara, that's what Isaiah was playing for those early placements, but as of late has been switching over to Kenshi, so I think there is a real possibility that maybe new character debut or just Kenshi coming through and doesn't want to give too much away as we move into that finale, because there's some decent change at stake right now.
Oh yeah, we're sitting at is it the start 400? That's the for the finale.
Yep, $400 prize pool, and everybody that makes the top 8 is going to get paid. If you go out in 7th, you're not going to get paid much. But my philosophy is that players worked hard to get there. They should be rewarded for their time. I don't like the idea of players having played all season going home empty-handed. So we will definitely be throwing something to those. But obviously, the winner is going to be taking home the lion's share of that prize money, and Isaiah, strong contender to do that, you know, has the most points for a reason. And while some of that maybe contributed to some of the other really strong contenders not showing up, Isaiah has been getting tons of experience out here on the battlefield, and I think that's going to play a major role here in the finale. Nice Ice Clone here, though, from Jupiter to get things started, realizing Bray maybe getting a little bit too aggressive, so that Ice Clone going to slow things down and keep her on a more tame path.
Yeah, Sub definitely has the tools to, you know, kind of ground Natara, or, you know, make sure she's in check when she's in the air. So we're going to see if Jupiter can, you know, do that a little bit more here in this game, too. And Bray getting some decent damage here in the corner, going to end in a hard knockdown. That is 417.
Dude, I love this setup into the blood aura as well. Just like continuously just draining that health. Jupiter, not a lot to work with, but he does have that fatal blow on deck.
Gonna keep it on. It's gonna get the 330.
Oh, this is death.
Serena. This is good. You can take the round here.
Yeah, I really think he can. You gotta spend. Okay, well, he's gonna get away with it.
Yeah, that's an option. That's an option.
I think at that point I maybe would have preferred spending some of the other meter, but the thing about spending meter versus fatal blow, and it's something every player has to consider and weigh on their stuff, but when you look at it like this, now Jupiter gets to go into the round with 3 bars. and he can't use his Fatal Blow, but he can't use his Fatal Blow right now anyway. You know what I mean? Like, if this goes well, the Fatal Blow is not going to come up. So access to that breaker immediately is maybe the better play instead of spending the meter.
And Jupiter trying to check there, but it's going to hit Goro instead. It's going to open Jupiter up for a punish. 400 damage in the corner from Bray here.
Backing away now. Light cancels, just kind of all over the place. Oh, and gets in, able to avoid those boomerangs as well.
Getting the dive kick and also avoiding the projectile. Nice stuff there. Good read there with the 1-1. Okay. Not able to get much there, but getting clipped by the Serena projectile. Oh my, these flight cancels are so hard to deal with. They're so hard to deal with. Okay, I'm gonna get the block here. Full screen. Getting open up there.
I wouldn't say he's your typical
air grab.
But generally, he loves being firmly
decent damage,
planted on
almost
the ground,
33.
The Sad 9
thank you so much for the
HYP.
resub. Sad Boy Murda coming through.
And Bray with the health lead now. This is kind of almost a game of cat and mouse. Like, Jupiter has to come in and, you know, see if he can get something going. But the mobility of Natara can just sit back and wait for any opening. This is going to be a lot of damage.
Yeah, very elusive character, very hard to catch her. Gets the stray hit with the overhead, but the second hit too far away. And then that blood ritual just draining the health just for standing nearby. Not really a character that can do damage from afar either. So that was looking real stacked against him. And in the end, Bray will be victorious, now establishing a 2-0 lead. But this is no Combat League set. There is still a chance here. And we've all seen a reverse 3-0. I think now that we've had a chance to play Combat League, we've all missed out on, like, hey, I used to get reverse 3-0s and now I can't. So, you know, you just get the download, but it's over, and that's done. But here in the Nightmare series, you get to keep your first to 3s. So we'll see if Jupiter's got any adjustments.
First to 2 here. First to 3. Jupiter still has a chance to fight back and get on the board here.
Demoralize, you're good. You're doing loser's bracket run, but you are still alive. That's what you were checking for.
And we saw it a little bit at the beginning of game 2, but Jupiter able to, you know, kind of slow down the movement with Ice Clone and some of the other, you know, defensive options and things that Sub has. Kind of want to see a little bit more of that.
Now switching over to Sonya, which to me says a little bit more offensive nature. Gonna get opened up nonetheless here. Bray forces him off the meter. Ice Ball's coming out, but, I mean, they're so telegraphed, right? I don't think it's going to be a strong likelihood that Bray's going to get really opened up significantly by those. Yeah, no, you're just in you're in the lower bracket. You're good, Demoralize. And you're not DQ. You got put in the lower bracket. We couldn't wait forever for you, obviously, but you're still alive in the lower bracket. You're good.
Good up block there, but no punish. But instead, we're going to get the back 2 overhead here in the corner. Too low for the Ice Cone to hit. Getting clipped by dive kick. Bray out of the corner and gonna opt to get the Goro grab, sending him back center stage and taking that round. Bray on set point here. He's getting clipped by that low, and Goro, you know, with Goro she's able to combo off that, so it's very important there. And this movement is beautiful movement. Like, it's beautiful to see, but it's annoying to fight.
Oh yeah, I would tend to agree. Okay, big up block. Doesn't get the punish afterward, though. A bit of an unfortunate drop for Jupiter. It will cost him 3 bars. Trying to get out of the mess, but he doesn't have a lot of life left to work with, and that'll do it. Bray takes it 3-0.
Yeah, Bray, super impressive Natara there. Kind of, you know, staying quick on the feet, light on the feet, in the air, you know, on the ground with punishing this, with punishing that. Just being like, you know, kind of a nuisance when it comes to the flight cancels and just the movement in general. Jupiter really couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, that character is just so incredibly difficult to like reel in. She has such freedom of movement. She's all over the place. And you would think in a game with up block and stuff that like the answer would be, oh, just up blocker. And while that works for like mindless offense, talented players like Bray are mixing it in with lows. They're just doing empty flight cancels. They're going to start throwing you out of that up block. Like, up block is not a catch-all answer. You really have to be locked in and precise about your decision when you want to be using an up block if you're really going to be catching somebody. We saw some up blocks coming from Jupiter, so they were tapping into that answer. Unfortunately, not able to capitalize on every single one of them, but I do like that. The idea of they know what they're supposed to be doing, and a lot of this is a journey for us. We're not all going to know what we're doing right away. Knowing what you're supposed to be doing and then locking that in, that's really key, and I really like to see that. So hopefully the next time Jupiter runs into something like that, he'll be that much more prepared to take it on and get those up blocks and the timing right and everything. But he will be heading over to our lower bracket, and we'll be heading to our next match, which is Kusa versus Sudden Death. So we'll get some invites out for that one here in just a moment.
Kusa and Sudden Death. Again, familiar with Kusa. Sudden Death's a new name to me. I don't know if they're new or not, but kind of familiar with Kusa's game. But definitely should be, in these later stages, definitely should be a pretty exciting match, moving closer and closer to that top 8 in this last week of the Nightmare series.
Yeah, Kusa, a really, really solid player. Hasn't had quite the mountain of points that is necessary to guarantee a spot, but has still been out there being a bit of a menace, playing a really chip-heavy Raiden game. So, not really living the combo life, willing to hit a combo if you get caught, but also willing to just delete that health bar through the simple method of chipping you out. And I think what it also establishes is players have to be really on their toes for dealing with it with the flawless blocks or stuff, or they'll just watch that health bar melt away.
For sure. Like, Raiden can hit like a truck if he gets the hit, but he does not necessarily need the hit. So you gotta pick your poison. You either blocking and dying, or you're getting hit. So you gotta be on point defensively against Raidens, and Kusa's Raiden definitely very, very solid.
Yeah, and I think the one thing too to take note of is those Raiden players that are living that chip life is they are not even necessarily aiming for a combo in some of those situations. Like, they are content to take plus frames and then do down one static storm, and like you just get to hold that. And yeah, you can block it, but your typical response for a down one is to challenge it because they're negative, and now you're kind of caught in that very simple mind game that does seem to be heavily in their favor.
Speaking of Raiden, it looks like we're getting a Raiden mirror here. We got Kusa going Raiden Kano, and we have Raiden Serena on the other side here from Sudden Death.
Oh yeah, Raiden Mirror indeed. So Kano coming out from Kusanagi, that's going to be a little bit heavier on the degen strategy, as that's going to allow him to do stuff after the Storm Cell. Serena, on the other hand, not as degen in the neutral, but if the meter burn or the meter drain is effectively used, not to mention the combo access, could be really effective here for Sudden Death.
Yeah, for sure, because again, Raiden hits like a truck, and Serena's just only going to complement that. And Kusa's going here with the forward fours, getting that. This is that Raiden damage that we're talking about. Effortless 32, almost 33. And yeah, you're just kind of stuck. down one storm cell. You're just kind of stuck.
I'll check you and demoralize. You have to fight freeze good.
And Kusa going to work here in this corner. Sudden Death has to find a way to get out this corner or to get some breathing room. There we go. Just as I said that, getting the break into the teleport. And the Raiden knives were not Raiden. The Kano knives were out. I didn't even see him on the screen. That was nice.
Yeah, he loves doing that. You kind of get far away from him, and what you genuinely have to do is watch for the cameo picture to like see the meter drain from there. But that's such a place your eyes aren't used to going to. I think as time goes on, you might see a little bit of that start to happen, where players are paying attention to that particular tell. But we'll just have to see. Because the reason that comes up is, in Street Fighter V, the stun meter is visible. And what players used to do is they would watch the stun meter to hit confirm. If the stun meter moves, I hit, and then I go. And like that was their method of hit confirming, was based on a meter that is not the same as one that you would, or where your eyes are typically at. And that'll be another thing where players will maybe recognize, I can see resources happening that are happening off screen visually, but there are some tells that can give it away, so I know what to look out for.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a way I feel the meta is gonna evolve, you know, moving forward and deeper into the life of this game. Kusa taking that game 2 there with that fatal game 1, excuse me, with that fatal blow.
Oh, did they take away the stun meter being visual in SF6? Damn, I haven't played the game yet, but that might be why, because players were taking advantage of that. That was the first time it was visible, was 5. I don't remember there being 5. A meter in 4 at all either.
And going right back into this game 2 here, Sudden Death opting to stick with the Raiden. Honestly, it wasn't really a bad choice. You know, when they got some offense going, they definitely, you know, got some decent offense going. It's just a matter of who gets their offense going first in this matchup here.
Yeah, exactly. This can be a very momentum-heavy game, just because, you know, both of these characters, once they get their turn, they do not like to relinquish it. And what players will want to do is they'll try to, like, sneak little pokes in there, and if you mistime that, well, now you've for sure lost your turn and the whole cycle repeats. So very, very deadly. Sudden Death, half health gone already.
Speaking of not relinquishing turns, Kusa has not let up since pushing Sudden Death into this corner. Almost sitting on a flawless victory here.
Ooh, the curse is cast. Nicely done. You have the power.
See, it wasn't intent. It wasn't intent. So,
well, I gotta say, I was just itching to say it myself. So.
And, oh my God!
Dude,
wait a minute.
Is he gonna get this comeback?
Actually, might come back here. Meter drain.
Another curse has been cast.
Not even on purpose, but the commentator's curse definitely working in effect. Kusa taking round 1 here in game 2.
You're so strong, dude. Predictions are not allowed. Which, by the way, if anybody would like me to curse your opponent, donate in the chat, and we'll hook you up.
Curses come at a price. Getting that offense going here. Okay. After to finish the forward 4 string. Get in the grab. Gonna push them a little bit further here. Just Superman flying right out of it.
Ooh, armoring Superman through it. Did that right eat back. Both knives? Why did he like avoid only the first? Weird.
Yeah, I think he slightly ducked the first one and then got hit by the second one. Oh no, that drop from Sudden Death. Who's just gonna take this and start his offense now?
Oh, and there it is, straight back into the lightning storm.
He's trying to find an opportunity, but he just can't, unfortunately.
And which button do you press?
I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you. Just slightly off there on, you know, trying to take a turn back or something, and unfortunately gonna eat a fatal blow here. On Death's door, 1 hit, or maybe, yeah, yep.
I mean, that's in Kusanagi's plan is chip. At no point is he really looking for big combos, right? It's just down 1 into Storm Cell. That is exactly what they've been going for over and over again. And it's effective. It genuinely can be an effective route. We see here Kusanagi securing a 2-0 lead right now over Sudden Death. The other thing that's happening too is, like, after Kusanagi is somewhat relinquishing his turn, he's got that pushback, you see Sudden Death trying to find his way in. And what Kusanagi's doing is Kusanagi's just swinging with his fastest normals, seemingly knowing that Sudden Death is going to come to him and walk right into those jabs. So we'll see if Sudden Death can maybe kind of get more comfortable at being pushed back and try to find some of his longer range normals to get in.
Yeah, Kusanagi definitely not letting up the offense when he gets the chance to get it going. It's like Sudden Death is stuck here, but he's not stuck now. Going ahead and getting this over 400 damage combo here into the overhead. Looking nice.
Already has him under half health here thanks to Kano health. Point Kano ball. Good challenges
nice.
here
like
from Sudden Death. Dude, there it is, just down 1 straight into the Storm Cell. Sudden Death, though, he's going for combos. He is going to get a lot of damage here. Now, there is a breakaway available, but Kusanagi is not going to utilize it. And a little chip out of his own. Sudden death on the board.
Smart. Kusanagi opting to keep the meter. Sudden death chipping out there with the Storm Cell at the end of the round.
Pretty good checked in, I think. I thought that he just didn't want to play Meth. I don't blame him. That's a tough opponent, tough draw.
Trying to challenge after that Kano ball. Unfortunately, you know, gonna get caught back, stuck into that offense.
Yep, it is not your turn after the Kano ball. And alright, corner pressure, overhead connects as well.
And
a bit of an
Kus
awkward
is just
trade.
locking him in this corner. Oh my goodness.
I mean, it really becomes a case of you have to start getting the flawless block timing down. Like, Kusa just is constantly looking for little chip hits. That little poke into the lightning storm, like, he is not trying to hit you with significant damage. He's just trying to whittle through your life bar. And I think the expectation of most of his opponents are he's going to go for a combo, he's going to go for something safe, and, like, he's like, nope, I just want to chip you to death every single time. As soon as you think I'm doing the combo, I'm not. It's more chip. Watch.
Yeah, flawless blocking definitely important. You know, just as Raiders who are going for the chip. It's kind of something you have to, you know, sit and learn because it's vital to this matchup.
Exactly, yeah. I think Raiden in particular, one of those characters that just can be a total bully on block. And it's very difficult to, like, Baraka has like an easy timing to find. This Static Storm, that is a nightmare trying to block during the Static Storm. I don't even know if you can flawless block in the middle of it. I think you have to flawless block before it gets started. And good luck.
You have to, and just like that, Kus taking it 3-0 in this Raiden mirror against Sudden Death. Yeah, you have to flawless block it either at the beginning or you can flawless block the last hit. But at that point, like, most of the chip is already, like, you know, taking place. It'll maybe, you know, push you back a little so you can get a better punish or, you know, something like that, but not giving you much advantage off that flawless block if you do it at the end of that Static Storm.
Yeah, absolutely. Alright, so matches have carried on. We are all done with round number 3 here. Hunter and Kusanagi, you guys can go ahead and get started. Lower bracket is underway as well. I don't know if Formiga Panda has been showing up, but Sudden Death, you can go ahead and check in for your match. Isaiah's not here, so if you win that, you get to advance past there. But Raiden and Nova are playing, Juker Greatness. So our next matches are going to be coming from this side of the bracket. Troy, make sure you're checking in if you're here. Red Pickles, if you're here to play, make sure you check in as well. But we're going to go ahead and get Skill and All Right Rai as well as Dark Elite and Fluffy Fun. Now, the reason that we're going to do Skill and All Right Rai first is because Striker is playing the winner of that, and we're going to give a little bit of a break before whoever plays here plays again. So if we did this one, then they'd have to play 2 in a row, right? So we're going to do Rai and Skill, then we'll do Fluffy Fawn and Dark Elite, and then after that, we'll run Striker versus the winner of this next upcoming match, and that's going to close it out for the evening, I think, actually. Is that right? It is right. Oh, wait, no, sorry, whoops. And then we have the other matches for top 8. Totally forgot. And then there are matches for top 8.
Okay. Still moving along pretty well. Still making great time, you know, considering we started just a little bit late.
Yeah, we're making awesome time. I thought that we were getting done too soon, but I didn't count 2 extra matches at the end, so we're good. We're good. All right, so let's go ahead and get those invites out to Skill and All Right Rai. Rai, if you could give me your gamer tag, that would be great. I'm going to assume it's what your Twitch name is, but if it's something different, that would be very much appreciated. So let me know what the spelling is on that. And Skill, I already know what yours is. Okay, so there's a space that has entered the fray, and that's it. Perfect. Thank you.
And Rai, a player I'm definitely familiar with. I'm not too sure who they're playing nowadays. I do remember, I think, in the beginning running into their Scorpion.
Certified bottom one according to the Sonic Fox.
If we're speaking on tiers, let's say Melina bottom 5. Melina.
Is that where Sonic Fox put them?
That's exactly where Sonic Fox put them.
Ooh, all right. Well, I disagree because Reiko is S tier, and I need the downplay to continue.
I will be down playing for the rest of my days as a beloved Melina main. Bottom 5.
Yeah, 50%. She needs it.
she needs it, you know.
Wrong one. Okay, invites are out for them. Just get Panda one, and we're good. I have grown AFK. No one can fight me now. I'm on base, as it were. Do kids still do that? Play tag and have a location?
Play tag with the base?
Yeah, designated on base, or they're like, nah, dude, I just got my iPad, and we're gonna play a game on the iPad outside.
Yeah, I think TikTok is taking the place of tag. I think TikTok is now the new tag.
Yeah, right? They're trying to do a duet, and then you're it, or whatever, something dumb like that. I hate that I know that much about TikTok lore. Fuck. Alright, so just waiting on skill.
I am
never
AFK
mind.
as well.
So wait no longer. Alright, I think the match died, so we'll have to try again. Skill was almost on time, but just barely. So we'll get another lobby started. No worries though. Your grandson doesn't play tag. He's a lad, young lad, right? Like school bus age. Because once you're a teenager, tag is no longer fun, right? I didn't play tag as a teenager. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't remember playing tag as a teenager.
I was like skateboarding and stuff.
Yeah, basketball, football, things like those.
So, go one more time. Invites. He has never played tag. 10 years old, never played tag. Like it's not even on the radar as a game. Damn, man, that was fun.
Tag and oh my god, freeze tag. Freeze tag was the game. You tag someone, oh, you're frozen, can't move. Fun times.
Yeah, that was a good time. Dodgeball in gym class, they still do that, or is that considered too violent? Dodgeball was fun.
Dodgeball was really fun. So in 5th grade, dodgeball was my favorite game, but I was banned from being a person who could throw the ball because I would throw so hard.
Dude, I had
and I
a similar
knocked the girl's
story.
tooth out.
Oh, okay, I didn't knock a girl's tooth out, but I remember I was like in an after-school program, and I got written up for throwing the ball too hard, and I like wasn't allowed to play anymore. And then like I moved to like the bigger kids school or whatever, and immediately the bigger kids are throwing the ball super hard, and I'm like, teacher, come on, what are we doing here? This is what got me in trouble. And they're like, it's fucking dodgeball, stop being a whip.
What do you expect?
Yeah.
What do you expect? And speaking of dodgeball, Tanya playing dodgeball with this arena here, but just as I says that, the round is going to SX Hill. Did I say that right? Yeah, we got
skill.
Skill. Okay.
I also had to ask.
Gamer tag. So skill taking round 1 here in game 1. All right, Rara. Fighting with the Tanya and Goro. This team is very strong, by the way. I think Tanya Goro is very strong.
Yeah, I think one of the only unfortunate kind of gripes I have with Tanya is that she seems like a one cameo character. I don't see many Tanya players really mixing it up too heavily. There's some minor variations on it, I'm sure, but for the most part, she pairs incredibly well with Goro. He just complements what she does in a very, very specific way. I would hope to see a little more variety, but who knows what other cameos are coming down the line, like how Janet is going to play, how Tremor's going to interact with her. We could very well see some different stuff coming into the future.
I 100% agree. And skill taking round 1 here.
Alright, so skill takes game 1. These things are soft. Panda, can you do me a favor? Because Rai
yeah, sure.
Well, okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do two things. So we're going to do two things to try to help with our players. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to drop this lobby, and we're going to let either Rai or Skill host the lobby. I have heard that having the players themselves send the invites does make for a better experience connection-wise for the two of them. So we're going to let, if they would like to go ahead and host the lobby, we can have that happen. And then the other thing we'll do is, Panda, if you could, for one of the fights, have your thing up so you can see the ping, just to kind of see where, make sure nobody's ping is kind of all over the place.
Gotcha.
That would be helpful. I'm not really overly worried about the specifics of the number, because your ping is not going to be the same as their ping to each other. But we are going to want to look for things like really heavy fluctuation, because that is a bigger problem.
Gotcha.
We are going to have that game count, unless I guess you guys both agree to not have it count, but I am not going to undo something. So my stance would be that it counts unless the two of you agree. So that's the only way that gets overturned, is if the two of you agree. And I'll be honest, you only get one of those, because we can't be here all night overturning every match just because it's a little laggy. But if you guys don't want to count it, that's fine, but it's up to Skill, and Skill has the W, so, you know, see what he wants to do. But you guys can go ahead and send some invites, and we'll join you. I have not been paying attention to whether or not I have an invite. Do I have an invite? Have I been missing it? No. Okay, it's not my fault.
I didn't get one yet.
Now, we should be in your recent players, so easy to find. Okay, I think I have accepted the invite. I made an attempt to do so, whether it works or not.
I just accepted it.
Oh no. Am I AFK in time? Okay, I'm AFK in time.
You
Are
got
the
that.
characters on the same side as well? Yes, Skill is player one still. We're good.
Tanya, Ashra,
Good. Okay, before this match gets started, look at the clubs.
corrupted forest.
I'm taking away
There's
them.
more on your mind than combat, Ashra.
I envy what you have with Marina. I wish to have it with Sizol.
Put his little Bubs bed up on the desk. And he's been, like, hanging out with me all the time. Literally much more Bubs cam in the future streams. Sleeping in his little bed by me. Alright, back to the dodgeball. A lot of projectiles coming out. Of course, Ashra, one of the few characters that can convert from full screen Serena connections. Unfortunate whiff there from Rai trying to get the blocks. Man, these connections look insane over here.
Yeah, I don't see any fluctuations, but I do see super high ping.
Yeah, I'm seeing that as well. 239 and 234 for you. It's like we're all from a foreign land.
Yeah, it's like we're exactly. We all are playing in the ocean right now.
Ooh, is this gonna kill?
It's
Goro health.
close.
It's Goro health. I think she could be dead. This does a lot.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Barely.
Boomerang still catch though. How do you get away from that?
I will tell.
I love the decision, but unfortunately, that boomerang coming back just, ending any hopes.
Ants is coming through. Isaiah keeping their secrets here. Shout out to Isaiah's now just in the chat, scoping out the competition, right? Seeing what to look out for in the finale.
Definitely scouting the competition here.
That
Yeah,
game
some of
tape.
this. That was a nice drill from Rai. Really nice calling out that dash.
Okay, turtle shells underneath. I love that play from Rai.
Yeah,
Turning it
Tanya,
up here.
Tanya, one of the few that can punish that with that string. Very, very nice option there.
I think, what is it, Raiden also has a string like that.
Yep.
I don't know who else has a low profile string like that.
Those are the only two I could think of off the top of my head. But it's very crucial to the Serena matchup. Oh my goodness.
Just barely. What great avoidance with that teleport. Didn't even have to eat it with armor or anything. Just completely avoided it. Very nicely
Talk
done.
about bold. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so that match I didn't really see any like fluctuations or anything like that. But like you said, I just see high numbers. But I mean, I can't speak because I wasn't playing, but I mean, it seemed a little better than the first one.
Serena.
Here we go.
Goro.
And skill gonna go up 2-0 here.
To hunt down
Rara electing to stick with the Tanya. Let's see if we can get on the board here.
And join me.
Round 1. Fight.
Full armor, nicely done. Just using that, and then you let the full charge. Like, it's, I'm trying to get away, right? And it's such an effective tool. I think Astra easily has best armor in the game. Havoc's the only
for
character
sure.
with multiple hits, and Havoc's armor with multiple hits is it's garbage. And not garbage, but like, its utility is significantly limited compared to what you can do with Astra.
For sure.
Wow, that drill just barely hitting on the tip. I love the animation for it, where she actually like hits the ground. I think it's great.
Yeah. Drill's definitely. Drill has always been one of my favorite MK moves. Honestly, it's just a classic.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad that they brought it back, but they didn't like bring it back in the same exact way, because it kind of looks a little goofy when she just stays at that same height the whole time.
Yeah,
So
so like
it's-
levitating.
Yeah, so they've like modernized it a little bit, and it looks great. I love that it's her combo tool. Big uppercut this time. Gonna charge up the aura as well now, so we'll have access to that teleport. Her fireball
Rara
narrowly misses.
Rara doing really good blocking those forward threes from skill. Really good. Kind of important to be ready for those in the Astra matchup.
Yeah, that overhead can be devastating if you keep getting caught by it. And of course, you got to be ready for the punish on it too. If you up block it, I believe it's not even special cancelable. But we've seen Rai going for the cancel on the Shoryuken move after. One more hit. Look at that. The armor just saves him yet again, and the bounces
Oh,
on the
goodness.
Serena glaives will secure the game or the round.
Someone give Serena the MVP trophy. We are sitting on set point here. Rara playing pretty well, just getting caught unfortunately with that Serena cameo.
I think the other thing that's happening is the Astra damage, right? Every time getting caught by some of these, it is chunks of health going away. And while Rai is able to control a bit of the pace, it's mostly on block, so the damage is just not adding up.
For sure, Astra definitely hits hard, and we're seeing the effect of that in this matchup. And especially Tanya, with the Goro health, it's not really helping every time we get a hit.
Yeah, we are now one hit away here. Now it is going to need to be a actual hit. The throw will not do it. Rai working on life support. The armor gets through.
My God. Keeping it safe with that projectile.
He hit her out of it.
Oh my God, no! I'm pretty sure he wanted the drill kick. Oh my God, no. Just gonna chip it out here.
That is unfortunate. No confirm into that drill kick into fatal blow, which may have been the victory. It will be skill taking it, but Rai was really putting up a good fight, right? Like, there were some good ideas there.
sure.
And as a player on that journey looking to get better, you got to take those ideas and just fine-tune them and craft them into full-on prospects, and I think he'll be making waves in these future brackets. And still alive, of course, in the bracket. Just going to be heading out into the lower bracket, where they will be fighting Armabot. So that is their match. And Striker will be fighting Skill on stream, although that is not what we're going to go to next. We're going to take a quick little diversion to the other half of the bracket, where Dark Elite and Fluffy Fawn are waiting. Now, this is going to be our first matchup between points contenders. I'm going to pull up the points here real quick. I don't have them in a way that the stream can see them, but I'll just talk about them with my face. So, right now, in the point standings, Dark Elite has 380 points. And he is 20 points behind the 3 people with 400 points that make up 5th, 6th, and 7th. So he's 20 points behind. That is really close. Now, Fluffy is at 300 points. So he's 80 points behind Dark Elite. But you can make up that deficit with a really big finish. But obviously that big finish is made significantly harder to obtain if you're doing it from the lower bracket. And one of these players is going to be heading into the lower bracket. Now, I don't recall if these two players have met one another many times before. I don't think they have. So this isn't a matchup that we've got a ton of history on. But this time when they're meeting is going to be incredibly important. And this is also, by the way, not even guaranteeing you're in top 8. You get to fight Koizi or Enzo after this to get into top 8. So, tough draw here coming up no matter what. But we'll see how Dark Elite and Fluffy Fawn throw down as we get those invites out to them here in just a moment.
Yeah, this matchup definitely going to be very important for those points and how things turn out here for that finale. Yeah, and Dark Elite, you know, kind of familiar with. Not too sure. Well, actually, no. I'm familiar with Fluffy Fawn as well. If I'm not mistaken, Fluffy Fawn, it's a Johnny from what I remember. If nothing's changed, Dark Elite probably going with that Ashra. Yeah, this is gonna be a crucial set.
Method is requested. Okay, yeah, we can do that for you, Method. No problem. We can, because Method's in the UK, so if he doesn't want to be up all night, we can try to get his match done. And then for Striker, as long as Striker doesn't mind waiting. Well, that just did fuck up the invites. So no worries. I shouldn't start with inviting you. That's really the problem. I shouldn't start with inviting you because then the counter starts before they're even here. We'll get them all in here. I will remember these numbers. There's a 3 and there's a 7 in Fluffy Fawn. But I don't remember if it's 3317 or 3711. There's a 3 in there, and there might be 2 of them.
3713. If it's just like his Twitch, it should be 3713.
Okay, I think it is just. Okay, if your opponent never showed up, then they'll get DQ'd and you'll move on. So you were waiting on Red Pickles, I think you said? So this match is happening. His left knee needs a check-in for that one. Okay, so this is Forever King. Everybody's here. I have to make a new lobby anyway, because it'll not work. Yeah, I didn't AFK because what's his name got in early and I was fucking around with the invite, so that lobby was a dud anyway. But I'm just gonna get you guys. That was just to get your names on my recent players, so I don't have to fucking type them out every time. Because that truly is the worst part, is having to type their names individually each time.
Everything is done for a reason.
That's what I claim, at least. It's all on purpose. I don't make mistakes. Although I will say, now that I've gotten older and I work freelance, so I don't have to stress about being on time about stuff, I do feel like a wizard where I'm just like, nah, dude, I arrive precisely when I intended to. I'm always on time. Because I'm not in any rush for anything now. I'll get there when I get there, exactly. And I'm fine. I'm fine with it. I don't drive like a crazy person on the highway. What do I need to do 90 for? What is that going to accomplish? I'll get there 4 minutes sooner. Who cares?
Regardless, I am on time.
All right, so I think I've got it properly set up.
Yeah, I think we're all in here now. I'm seeing stuff.
Properly. I guess you can have all of the letters to his name, including the I, or whatever. People are stingy if you forget one.
Of the dragon army.
You fought bravely against Shang Tsung.
ELT.
That's just life imitating art.
So what's going to be interesting here, Johnny Cage is a character that just gets in your face, stays in your face. Fluffy also using Striker, not the traditional with like the Lao low hat or the Cyrax, using something slightly unorthodox, although Striker has been on more of a come up for that D-Gen strategy. But Dark Elite playing a character that actually doesn't want you getting close and can keep you out with those long-range sword normals. So this is just going to be a battle of wills. Is Fluffy going to be able to force himself in there and kind of stay in, or is Dark Elite going to be able to maintain that range that Ashra is much more comfortable and confident at?
Yeah, Ashra by herself can definitely keep you at that range, but when you add in Serena, she just increases that ability even more. So definitely gonna see if they can make it hard here for Fluffy. And Dark Elite definitely taking a huge life lead here in this first round.
You never count out Johnny though. Fluffy has been able to make some crazy comebacks. That Airy is also an option. Fluffy is gonna fall on this one, but you could see Shades of the party getting started if he was able to get that connection fully going.
For sure. Ooh, keeping himself safe with the taunt by throwing out the Striker grenades. I like it.
That's the other thing to consider too. You know, Johnny with that hype meter, the first round, if he can build a lot of hype out of it, might be okay to lose, because resource-wise, you now have access to one of your more devastating tools as you move into the later stages. So if Fluffy can build up that hype meter, that could prove to be a significant game changer here for him.
And I like what Dark Elite did there. He used the Serena cameo to get out of that pressure, the reversal, but then also using the teleport to get to the other side of Johnny. The flawless block saved him right there. Oh my goodness. Next hit does it, and getting clipped by that Serena cameo, that's gonna close out this round, this game one for Dark Elite. 1-0 on the board.
Ashra wins.
Alright, Dark Elite does it. Dark Elite doing a really good job of just kind of walking away and seeing what Fluffy's gonna do, right? Johnny doesn't have a weapon, he's just got these little T-Rex arms of his, and while they can be problematic up close, Dark Elite is just hovering right outside of that effective range for him, and we see him getting a lot of whiff punishes as Fluffy just tries to close that gap and is just barely out of range, and Dark Elite is prepared for it. We'll see if he can maintain that. Fluffy, one of the more exciting players to watch, I think. I really love watching the way that he adapts and adjusts the crazy risks and plays that he's willing to take, and when they pay off, it is a real treat to watch. So we'll see what happens as we move now into game number 2. Oh, he tried to start the same way as last time, and Dark Elite was ready.
They can notice at that round start, and like you said, he's staying right at that range that Ashra wants to be at, but that range where Johnny really can't do anything. Like, he has to use the grenades to try to inch his way in, but when he does that, Dark Elite's just pushing him right back out.
Fluffy does, of course, have the corner coming up here, so no more room to run away. And this is where Johnny really starts to shine, so we'll see what starts to happen here as this corner pressure gets started. Interesting use of the sunglasses there. I hadn't seen that before.
Does that build hype meter, or is that just a...
He doesn't look like it. He has no hype meter at all.
Oh, he has no hype meter. That is right.
Yeah,
Interesting.
so he just did that to do that, I think. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
I've always been curious of that. Like, he's just throwing his shade just to throw it? What's the point?
Maybe if it hits, it builds hype meter or something. Oh, wow. He ducked underneath
that
it.
was nice. That, I know he's getting clipped now. He's paying for it, but that was really nice. Ducking under that that poke from Ashra there. Right outside the range of those projectiles.
Oh, you're under arrest, lady!
That was nice. Couldn't get anything going from it. I like the idea.
That's what I'm talking about with Fluffy, though. They kind of will reach deep into the bag of tricks for some crazy plays you wouldn't expect, and they really try to make that stuff work for them, and have successfully done so. There's a reason they've got the handful of points they're currently sitting on, 300 here in the Nightmare series. It's away.
Good, it's safe. Gonna throw the grenades out there. Good flawless block there. Not sure if that gave them any more advantage or not, but pretty good. Still pretty good.
Yeah, handful
nice
of moves
use
do
of that
change
reversal.
outlaws. Okay, the grenades keeps it safe. right. I'm gonna whiff with the sword there. Good patience to get underneath those Serena things. But you see, Dark Elite just continuing to back away. Running out of real estate. Might not need it anymore. The breaker is going to prevent that from getting out of hand. But now Fluffy in a little bit of trouble here. Fatal Blow is available.
He's going to just dash right to the other side. But Dark Elite doesn't matter. Getting the whiff punish into the full combo to close out game 2 here. Fluffy definitely has some moments that match. It's just hard for him to get in and just, you know, to continue it, to keep it going.
Right. Here we go. Game number 3. Fluffy looking for an answer. Gonna head back to character select. I don't think we'll see a change off of Johnny, but perhaps a different cameo will allow him some interesting offense. Oh, I spoke too soon. Rain is taken to the stage.
Whoa.
It is still Rain Striker, though. So not Rain Sub-Zero or Rain Cyrax, which are the characters that you see a little bit more traditionally, as they do enable the sort of loop setup that he can do with the Whirlpool. But this is going to be Striker instead. So I'm really curious as to how this game plan is going to manifest here. Dark Elite, though, not afraid to get in now. Just starts swinging.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this team, like this combination. So it is pretty interesting. We'll see what Fluffy has planned here.
What did he just do? What did he just do? Was that a taunt?
I wish I knew. I definitely saw the flashing light, but nothing happened.
Oh, maybe he called him in behind for the under arrest, and he was just too far away.
Just too far away. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, making some stuff happen with the grenades during the overheads. Good blocks, though, by Dark Elite.
Push to the corner and just gonna teleport and dash right out to the other side. Sitting on match point here, Dark Elite taking this round. Let's see if the Rain Pit can get something going for Fluffy. Getting clipped by that Serena, but no K has breaker.
Okay.
Nice.
Good damage here.
This is gonna be huge damage. It's also gonna push Fluffy into the corner. Dark Elite looking nice here. Got the water vortex out. Getting clipped again.
That is deadly here. Big damage. One more throw will do it. Fluffy not going to be giving up here. The grenade's just out of range. The armored reversal there, or is that invulnerability coming through? Barely any health left. Can he make this happen? No, he cannot. The knee from Ashra will do it, and that's going to be a brutality to boot.
There is beauty.
That reversal gave Dark Elite so much real estate throughout that set. Both, you know, getting out of the Johnny pressure and just like we saw, getting out of that tough situation there in the corner. Very, very well played from Dark Elite.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Dark Elite, a very strong player here. Currently sitting on, like I said, 380 points. And they are now one step away from guaranteeing that top 8. Now, I have not done the math. I do not know who has to place where for what to happen. I really don't know how it all has to break down. All I know is there are 4 of you, or 3 of you with 400 points at the very tail end of it. So that is crazy how that's going to shake down. Let's move into our next match, though, which is Method versus Kusa.
It's definitely gonna cause for some exciting finishes and some you know, nail-biting situations when it comes to the point standings.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we're going to do this match instead of the Striker match just because Method's from the EU, and I believe he wants to go to bed. So we're going to go ahead and get his match over with here, and then we'll go to the Striker match after that. And then I believe we have Jin Fox versus Very Saucy. Close that out. So that might be a Reptile Mirror.
Don't see those every day.
No, you do not. No, you do not. That is interesting. And then we've got Koizi versus Enzo currently underway. Winner of that will face off against Dark Elite. Striker going up against Skill for top 8 as well, however. So some really, really interesting matches here. And we're going to get Kusa versus Method to get the party started.
Kusa and Method in this 4 top 8. This should be another good one. Both very solid players here.
Yeah, these matches to get into the top 8, these are going to be wild. I really think that these are going to be some of the fiercer matches, and these are the matches that are going to really matter. The big thing about this one that I think is interesting is, and I don't want to put too much pressure, but Kusanagi does not have a shot at qualifying. I don't believe. I think even if they win, it is going to take a miracle in regards to everybody else's points in order for them to have enough to still qualify anyway. Because yeah, they're only at 210. Even if they win, that'll bring them to 460, and that means that Striker, Koizi, and Method all have to not get 75 points. Which, if they make top 8, they will. So Kusa does not have a chance here to per se make the finale, but Kusa has some friends that can make the top 8. So right now, Kusa is doing the hero's duty of potentially doing a little gatekeeping. If Kusa can keep Method out of the top 8, that is going to potentially provide some opportunities for some of his friends that do have that chance to make it in there. And keeping Method out, that's going to be important. I mean, none of them, I think, want to deal with Method. So,
for sure.
Who's out here doing the Lord's work and seeing if he can help a homie make it into the top 8. That is going to be a similar story for Jin Fox. Barry, I think, is close enough where a win could be really good for them. Oh, I didn't go AFK. Oh, we didn't get all the people here. Not my fault. I didn't fuck it up. Kusanagi is still waiting on Kusanagi. That's what it is. I did it. It was on purpose. Intended again. No worries. We're just going to wait on Kusanagi to join, and then we'll restart the lobby. Get everything set up. But yeah, Kusanagi gets to basically do the hero's duty of potentially doing some gatekeeping and making sure his friends can get the points that they want.
Doing the Lord's work. You shall not pass.
Yeah.
Shaking some stuff up.
Because, I mean, the way that these point standings are looking right now, it is wild. It is wild how close they are.
Yeah, they're super close from what I remember seeing. They're definitely super close.
I'm actually gonna pull them up for you guys, so you guys can see a little bit of them. Just pop them in here. It's gonna be scuffed, but it will work. So here are the points, and as you can see, Hunter 425, Method 400, Koizi 400, Striker 400. Now, I believe, is Hunter still in contention for top 8 winner side? No, Hunter got bumped out. Who beat Hunter? Kusa beat Hunter. Oh yeah, did we watch that match? No, Kusa.
No, that was on stream, I think.
No, we did Kusa sudden death.
No.
Kusa versus sudden death.
Kusa sudden
Okay,
death.
so Kusa already doing some body blocking and trying to keep Hunter out of that top 8. Hunter, of course, still alive in the lower bracket, but that's an important one for him to knock out. And then now trying to do it to Method. And I mean, you can see, look at that, like Dark Elite and Barry, 380, 350, right outside. Demoralized, 325, right outside of making it into the points. So, very, very crucial. Demoralized still alive here as well. So, going to be trying to secure that top 8 spot. And then I think we had, Barry and Dark Elite up here, right? Yeah, Barry and Jin Fox, yeah. So, I mean, these points are truly neck and neck. Alright, am I getting beat up? Why am I being beat up? This is so evil. I didn't do anything to deserve this. I'm leaving. I'm leaving the game. You can't beat me up if I'm not here. Alright, I think Kusanagi's ready to go. So we'll go ahead and start a new lobby.
Let's do it. Hey, look at me with the 170.
What? Because I'm not AFK, it's a forever king. You can kill me all you want. I'm forever king forever. That's what forever means. I have to make a new lobby. There's no choice. And if I go AFK and make you the king, then the game doesn't start. because the countdown goes. There's nobody there, and then it gets frozen up. So we were just waiting for Kusanagi to be ready, and then I got my recent players, and we'll get a new lobby going. No problem. I don't know if I invited you, Panda. I'm gonna invite you.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so it's just us. Shit. All right, they're fighting each other in the other lobby. You guys can't do that. If you guys are fighting each other, it doesn't count. If I can't see it, it doesn't count. I don't
we
care.
can't see it.
Yeah. It's like a T-Rex. It's not real if I can't see it. Alright, one of them is here, so we're getting it started. Well, you guys have 30 seconds, so maybe not.
Here.
Okay, we're good, we're good.
No, we're good. We're good.
Typing is hard. Alright, you guys have to start the game. Hit the start button or else it'll freak out. 4, 3, 2, 1. The lobby's gonna break.
Buzzer beater.
And we broke it. Alright, we'll have to make another one. We almost did. We almost did.
Close, close.
We were close. We'll try again. Oh, you guys didn't get all the way into that screen? Okay, that was why. It was still loading for you. Because it'll put your like names in the lobby before you actually finish loading up. Alright, Rink is getting a lot of invites. That's what you have to do. You have to have a friend that you can invite that you know won't join the game. So that way you can just quickly get the first one out of the way. It's so annoying that you have to send an initial invite before you can go into your friends list to like invite people. But I got Rink for the hookup. Alright, now I have to go AFK again. Duty is done. Kusanagi's here, so we got method. Send another invite just in case.
Why does setting up King of the Hills feel like gambling?
Dude, I don't know. It's crazy. There's like all this risk involved. Okay, method is here. 12 seconds. As the loading completed, starting match, we're in there. The combat can commence with a K, of course.
Raiding. Smoke.
Ooh, method going smoke. Another character, you know, that's kind of flown under the radar a little bit, but has been the talk of the town as of late.
Yeah, Method lied. He said he posted about how he had dropped smoke, much like Snoop Dogg. He was giving up smoke. And he's changed his mind. Smoke's coming back. It lasted 4 hours. I mean, that's my problem when I try to give up smoke, too.
I feel that. I feel that.
What is happening?
Yeah, what we got going on.
Oh, Kusanagi's controller died? Alright, well, hold on. Are you fighting this out, or what are we doing here?
Yeah, we're continuing, or?
Okay, good. We're letting it rock.
Yeah, I guess we're letting it rock.
I mean, I'll be honest. If your controller dies in a tournament set versus me, I get to do free combos.
Yeah, I'm taking it.
Yeah, there's no fucking way I'm letting you get your controller back plugged in.
And as rated? Come on.
Yeah. If you could chip me out with that shit, no fucking way. You can get your D-Gen games in some other time.
And Method going right into the smoke stuff. Gonna miss on that cancel. This is unfortunately gonna hurt because that's a punish.
Dude, that life bar just goes. Hit, dead. Oh, that mix-up!
That was nice. I don't know if that was supposed to be a cancel or not, but he's in an unfavorable position again.
That was too close.
Oh my goodness.
That was crazy.
That was so close.
I am the
Ooh, Method taking round 1 with that grab. Oh my goodness.
Just barely. Lots of smoke cancels. Gets one not blocked though, and then no punish either. Weird plays from both players.
Oh man, this is the punish again, but at least he hit, so you know it doesn't really matter. Gonna use the EX smoke bomb to get out of that pressure. Goes invisible. Kuz does not care. He's gonna go. Drops the combo. Yeah, we're in a weird land right here. Okay, doesn't matter. Gonna get the full combo. Has a bar to spin. It's gonna even it up life-wise. And yep, now we're playing Kuz game. Oh, the flawless block. That's what you need to do. Oh yeah, this could be dangerous. This could be dangerous. Where is he?
Where the fuck is he? I don't know where he went. Okay, Kano knives from off screen.
Just deciding to get out of there. Just deciding to get out of there.
Just needs one more tap. Will he find it? Yes, he will. Game 1 to Method.
There's that down 1.
You can see the patience, though, particularly even when Method was going invisible. His plan was not to just immediately start assaulting his opponent, even while invisible, because I think he recognized, like, Kusanagi is potentially not going to just straight up fall for that, right? Like, he is going to be on the lookout. He's going to be watching for when the camera zooms in and maybe recognizing you are right next to me and I can do something. So I like that Method was being somewhat tempered with his offense and not trying to get too out of control to where he lets it slip out of his grasp, and that enables him to secure game 1 here.
For
and the
sure,
switch.
Definitely great patience there. And Kusanagi switching the katana.
Well, this is an oddity. Was not expecting
Wait a
this.
minute. Yeah, this is not left field because Katana's a great character, but definitely did not expect this from Kusanagi. We're getting right into it with the low hats into the little smoke dash cancel.
And we got Lau assists from both sides, so these low hats plus a lot of this airborne jumping around is going to be a bit of a theme here. Uses the spin instead to get a combo started that will force more Method off of his meter. But look at this, Kusanagi just keeps on going to town, cranking 340. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a big punish.
That had to be an input error.
Oh,
That's
no.
Gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt.
Method having some interesting combo drops here, though. Maybe it is time to drop the smoke.
Gonna safe with the low hat there in the corner.
Another one.
Got this.
Are these intentional? Does that work and he's just not getting it right? Or do you think he's like purposely going for block pressure out of a combo? I don't even know what you think.
We call those American resets if they were.
Yeah. Even from across the pond, he's trying to tap into some of that.
Taking round 1 here in game 2. Method, although with the EX smoke bomb from downtown, he's gonna get the hit, causing Kusanagi to break. Keeping it safe with the low hat.
Yeah, I think he actually didn't cancel that one on purpose, trying to incite his opponent into swinging for the punish. Good patience from Kusanagi. He does find himself opened up by this invisibility here. And Method gonna secure a clean 30+% almost. Oh no, not quite actually. Stops it short for a setup instead.
Challenging the smoke cancel. Good job by Kusanagi there. Oh my god, the smoke bomb again, invincible. What's the... I'm gonna set up low hat again.
Ooh, I like that. Use of the armor to fly over the low hat. That was sick.
Not even trying to block there. We're going straight into the armor to get over the low hat and to get you off of me.
Just barely avoiding that anti-air dagger. Method will find the hit after the smoke dash to close the gap, however. So we don't walk on the keyboard. No, you can't walk on the keyboard. You're going to type nonsense into the bracket. Don't do that.
I don't know. Method might have said he dropped this smoke earlier today, but I mean, it's working right now.
Yeah, he's cleaned up those drops, too. Some of those smoke cancels weren't hitting for him in that early round, but here toward the end, really finding his stride.
Yeah, way cleaner as time passed here. The katana pick was interesting. I saw a couple, definitely saw a couple ideas of what he was kind of going for there, but going right back to what he's comfortable with is Raiden and Kano. Locking in, it is game 3, Method up 2-0.
Bad memories.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, I definitely think the raid is probably the way to go. Starting off with an electric fly immediately. Yeah,
No
it is
fear.
those hours. Nice.
Gonna be a full launch here for Kusanagi. Little poke out, and now full invisibility. Catches the low, this time going full offense. So maybe recognizing that Kusanagi is also being patient, and now it's time to push buttons.
Yeah, Method definitely cleaned it up. Oh my goodness. What?
I couldn't tell you, I couldn't see it. It was invisible.
What? Listen. Method is just mixing now. Oh my god. Going on set point now with this smoke. What is happening? He's like going in. What? Oh my, wait a minute. My head. What's happening?
Okay, finally gets a hit. Kusanagi trying to get things started. Can he lock Method down? He's been all over the place right now. I gotta say, I also really like this design of Smoke, like with the karambit and everything. I think he looks great. It's cool.
For sure, yeah. I definitely love the design. The design is very good.
Method starting to get chipped out. That should do it as the Storm Cell gonna clear out the rest of that health bar. Kusanagi sitting on a lot of meter here as we go into final round.
Yeah, was definitely able to lock Method down here in that final round.
Trying to poke.
Oh my god, get it open up again. Has to use that meter.
Wow.
Electric fly into the corner. This is a good position for Kusanagi.
I'm trying to block, but he's invisible. I mean, you can only guess so hard.
How do you block that? You just gotta guess. You just gotta guess. Tried to call something out with that static shot there. Okay, nice. It's gonna be some decent damage. Gonna even up the health. Got the hit. In his chip
For the
damage.
chip, he can get this here if there's no flawless block from Method. Chip damage avoided. He needs just a little bit more.
God. Oh my god. No.
Not like this.
He
Got
just needs
armor.
one hit. He just needs one hit.
He's not gonna get it.
Oh my god, they both just need one hit. This is so close.
Oh, the teleport!
He bet it all with that electric fly. Oh my goodness.
What a play from Method. Gets the punish on that as well, so he will secure that top 8 winner side spot. Expertly done. I mean, that was quite the scramble at the end. Kusanagi had a real uphill battle, even if he was able to win that game, but that would have been the start, right? And Method fully shuts it down. So 3-0 to Method. Get that top 8 spot, and we are going to hop back to our bracket. We've got 2 more matches left in the night, I believe. We've got Jin Fox and Barry Saucy, and then we've got Striker and Skill. We're going to start with Striker and Skill, and Koizi and Dark Elite are currently happening off-stream. But let's go ahead and get Skill and Striker in here and see which one of those players will be making top 8 winner's side.
So we have Striker, as you mentioned earlier, your favorite player to watch. And we also have Skill, who we saw earlier with, was it a Devora? Is that not Devora? Oh my god, Natara.
Yeah, Caboose, what's up? What's up, Caboose? How'd that happen? Yeah, he's got a really strong Ashra. I think Skill and Dark Elite are the 2 really scary Ashras within these brackets. I mean, just the use of that sword to keep people at a range where really I feel like maybe only Kenshi's the other character that can contest. Shao has a big weapon too, and Tanya also utilizes a weapon, but I'm pretty sure that Ashra has kind of the most like long range, trying to get their arm plus the weapon extended out as far as possible, and also leads to big combos. So, gonna be really interesting to see which of how players are able to deal with these Ashras, because we may end up having 2 of them in top 8.
Good old Ashra. Definitely not a lack of Ashras now.
Nice. There's an invite for Striker. Here is Skill. You can have an invite too. Bam.
You can
Papaya.
invite. You can
Where you at?
invite.
Papaya was surviving the rest of the bracket beforehand. What that'd be wild. He played a couple games, right? No, he played one game versus Jupiter, I guess. But he must have played his first game to get put into lower bracket. Papaya, please check in. You got 7 or 8 minutes before you get DQ'd. So if you are here, make sure you're checking in for your next match. And the winner of that plays stake. Figure out who's there. Kusa and Demoralize are currently underway. Got Armorbot and Blaze, Enzo and Maxley. Enzo and Maxley have been playing over and over again each week. I want to say Enzo usually wins it. We'll see if Maxley can turn it around, though. Oh, yeah. Did I fuck this up? Are you guys in here? Yeah, they're all in here. Look at this. Wasting my damn time. Right.
General Shao. Sindel. Kung Lao. Kung Lao. The Great Hall.
So Striker going Shao, and it looks like Skill's going with the Sindel. Character that's the talk of the town now.
Interesting. So Skill has moved away from Ashra. I'm not surprised at all that Striker's gone with Shao, though. I kind of knew beforehand who would be making an appearance, and we'll see what the General can do. That 1100 health, though, can be really helpful. Of course, he's got that low hat. Who doesn't have a low hat, though, right?
Everybody. Nice. Going ahead and just EXing through that low hat setup there.
Yeah, this is a lover's quarrel. Although not in this timeline, right? They're strictly business relationship on this one. Okay, so this could be devastating damage here from Striker. Not quite enough to kill. Go for a setup here at the end. The low hat is actually going to rip right past into the corner. Didn't have the extra cameo bar to charge it to keep it there, but he was ready for the teleport, and Skill will fall round 1 to the General.
I'm almost certain that was an input error. That teleport that is so annoying.
Yeah, I feel like people are not trying to do that in the neutral. There's a couple of situations, like obviously the Liu Kang throw, Shao Kahn's overhead. There's a handful where you want it, but for a lot of it, people are not trying to allow teleport. They want that precious meter for the low hat.
For the low hat, exactly. And when Shao drops that axe, he gets so scary.
Did he armor her armor? Is that what just fucking happened? I think that's what he did. He used his armored grab. It seems like Sindel, it must be immune to the grab during that, though, so not able to actually get the hit there. But I think armoring through the armor just kind of washes it for both sides, right? And in a situation like that, Striker had the advantage. He had the corner.
Yep.
He had the health lead. Like, Striker was definitely in a better position if we were going to just have things kind of even out.
Striker taking that game 1 with this Shao here. Striker's played. I've seen Striker play quite a few characters. We've of course seen the Havoc, the famous Havoc. We've seen the Shao now. I've even seen Li Mei.
Yep, Reptile for a little bit.
Reptile. Definitely seen a lot. So he definitely has an arsenal. And speaking of arsenal, Skill going right back to that Ashra, going back to the tried and true.
Yeah, not surprised here that Ashra is going to be taken to the stage instead. Sindel just not bringing enough. Although, look at this. Striker's ready, and I think that uppercut is going to work. And he got the combo after every single time. You know, typically Ashra players are able to fly away, or they can, like, if you're up blocking them, but he has an uppercut with extra range on it. You are not getting away with that against General Shao.
Exactly. On the Serena out, definitely gonna neutral duck that. Plus with the projectile.
Again!
Yeah, there's that down 2.
Yes!
That down 2 is not gonna miss. That down 2 is not gonna miss.
Big stuff here for Striker.
Nice. Getting clipped by the Serena there. This is gonna be a decent combo here for Skill. Pushing them back mid-stage. That projectile is so plus. Like, you have to respect it.
It's obnoxiously plus.
Oh my god. Axe down in the corner. Low hat to make sure they can't advance even though the Serena hit. Tried to challenge.
Hey, Slimy can talk again. Ooh, Striker couldn't get over the fireball.
Tried to jump over it, got clipped. This is gonna tie it up. Game 2 here.
Alright, good ducks on those
Good
assists.
on that.
Okay, the overhead
That
connects, but
forward
wasn't...
three from downtown. Oh my goodness.
Actually, it was so far downtown that fucked up the crossovers aspect, though, so wasn't able to really combo from it. Big launches here for Striker. The axe is still on the ground. It's going to teleport back to his hands here shortly.
Good use of Lao Hack. Get a screen off the screen here. Gonna get a forward throw to keep him in the corner here.
I wouldn't say he's your typical air opponent.
Trying to keep
But
him at that
generally, he
range.
loves
Shao
being firmly
really can't do
planted on
much
the
at this
ground,
range
so.
here. Gonna call in
Okay,
low hack to
Twitch.
see if he can
I
get
did
some
it. Please stop asking me.
close some real estate here.
Yo.
And now we have that low projectile there.
Thank you so
Oh
much
my
for that
goodness.
resub, Pocky. Twitch has been harassing you about it. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that, man. Alright, Striker has a bit of a life lead, but now Fatal Blow's on the deck, so any stray hit could lead into devastating damage. No meter to armor through anything. This throw will even things up here, in fact. But now either player could confirm into Fatal Blow to close this one out. That's gonna be it!
Oh, that's a punish. That's death.
He doesn't even need to use the Fatal Blow. Striker will just take it. But, I mean, he went for the armor. Striker was patient, got his punish, and that was the kill. And a 2-0 lead is huge. I don't think we've had... Have we even had any Game 5s tonight on stream? We definitely haven't had any reverse 3-0s. We would have talked about it.
Yeah, no, we've had some game 4s, but no game 5s.
So Skill is going to have to make the first one of the night, if that's going to happen, just to even have a Game 5, let alone to win it.
I actually like that decision for Striker just to, finish the combo, because Shao's Fatal Blow is one of the slowest, so, it probably would have dropped in the combo.
Yeah, I agree.
Just do the tried and true, finish the round, get the game.
And Striker's execution is
now.
really strong. It's not like he needed... Like, Skill had no meter, so it wasn't like doing the combo will eventually put a breaker on the board. So
Exactly.
Striker was confident he could get the kill. And you're absolutely right. Shao Kahn's Fatal Blow is not really good for combo routes. So I think it was smart for him to just go with something he knew would connect. And now he's just hunted her down straight to the corner. Striker is in a hugely advantageous situation right now.
Skill jumping out of that corner, though. This is where he wants to be. You do not want to get cornered by General Shao at all. Gonna opt to throw him back into the corner. That forward 3 has been reaching from downtown this whole set.
Oh,
Gonna get the punish there.
oh, too far away.
I like
Strike.
the call out. He did neutral duck it, but unfortunately just missed, missed his punish. This is gonna hurt, and it's very important. Yeah, he had to break there.
Oh man, Striker, huge life lead right now. Lots of meter, not huge life lead, normal life lead. Lots of meter to work with though. 2 bars. The overhead from
Forward 3
Skill.
again.
Oh, he ducked it.
He tried to bet it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, the overhead catches him. Striker is sitting on match point here. Skill trying to get something going. Good. Way to convert off that projectile.
Yeah,
Getting
big
decent
opening.
damage, 33.
Follows it up with the throw as well. Striker not out of trouble just yet. Full screen, the tipper there. Channeling the Marth. Oh, that's big. Ducking underneath that. Kind of
That neutral duck
recognizing...
was so close.
Yeah, he was recognizing that Skill was going for that forward too, maybe a little too frequently. Beautiful pickup there from Striker as well. Gonna get a crisp 23% off that, maybe 25. Numbers are gone. I can't read.
Yeah, it's gonna be decent damage. It might be the round. Gonna be pretty close. Oh my god!
no!
Wait a minute. He's dead. Yo, he's dead.
Does this work? It works. He's done it.
Oh my god!
It's Ashra health though, or Serena health. Is there a chance? No, there's no chance. No shot.
No, yeah, she's definitely dead.
Striker's found his character. That was sick.
Oh my god! That
What?
was.
That was
Wow.
a statement. That was a statement.
Wow.
That was a absolute statement here from Striker. Very nicely done. That means he is going to be top 8 winners side. And that means he's guaranteed 100 points. That is huge.
Yeah.
He's just at the
Statement
bottom
indeed.
of those points. We're actually going to take a look at them right here. So he's now guaranteed 500 points. So that means he will guarantee tie with Larry. Skill is going to move their points up. It really matters what happens with Hunter. I think that is what's going to be a big decider. Obviously, what happens with Dark Elite and Koizi, who are fighting right now. Maybe get the results to that in a second here. But Method made top 8 winner side, so he's already in. Striker just made top 8 winner side. Larry did not play, so it's really going to be important what happens with Dark Elite and Barry and Demoralize and Hunter. We'll see if we can get an update on where Hunter is at. It looks like Dark Elite did fall to Koizi, so Koizi is going to be taking winner side top 8 as well. And then over here on this side of the brackets, we got Jin Fox and Barry, which is going to be our next match. We're going to have some invites out for them here in a second. And we got Hunter and Papaya. So Hunter and Papaya are playing. And if Steak can take Hunter out before he can make top 8, he will have potentially just locked in Striker or Dark Elite. Which is a lot to have on your shoulders for the homies. But Steak can do it. Steak can do a little gatekeeping and help him out. That really is what needs to happen. If Hunter wants to qualify now, he's got like the hardest path because the other players have made top 8 winner side. He's going to have to make it in there and really survive. But that's all going to go down on Saturday. We'll get the epic conclusion of that. But, I mean, players are going to be concerned and trying to figure it out as we lead up to it. But we've got one more match, and that's Jin Fox versus Barry Saucy coming up next. 9th place is 50 points, I believe. Yep. 9th place is 50 points. It's right there on the list, yeah. So, yeah, you guys can actually look.
Points.
Yeah, first gets 250, second 200, third 150, then 125. There's 2 5th place placers, they get 100 each. 2 7th placers, they get 75, and then 4 players get 50. I think it's 4 get 30, 8 get 20, and 8 get 10 or something like that. So decent chunk of points to go around, but it's really going to matter those top 8 points. And then, so Skill is also still floating outside of top 8, but Skill has 500 points already. So if Skill doesn't make top 8, let's worst case scenario, it's Skill is at 550, but Striker has to get 3rd place in order to beat that, right? Dark Elite has to get even better than that. So it's going to get pretty wild. I think Dark Elite has to get 2nd place to beat 550 even. And that's assuming Skill doesn't make top 8, which he very well could make top 8.
Definitely still has a chance. Not out of it yet. Just sitting in that lower bracket there. Which, if I'm not mistaken, is only one more match for him in the lower bracket.
Yes, Skill is just outside it, so he has to play one more match to get into top 8 on the lower bracket. And he'll fight either Fluffy Fawn or Enzo. Alright, so this lobby's set up. Now, I don't remember Jin Fox's name spelled the same way.
I definitely know there's X's there.
Yeah, I know there's X's, but I don't remember how many. Is it like only one of them and the Twitch name is different? Oh, no, I got it. I think I found it. And Barry's name is completely different. But easy to find as soon as I type the first 6 letters. Well, invites have been sent. We can go ahead and get started with our final match of the evening. Jin Fox versus Barry Saucy. And again, potential reptile mirror here. Now, I did run into Jin Fox beforehand, and he was playing as Omni-Man, so maybe he's made a switch. But in the previous outings, he's been playing mostly reptile.
Omni pick definitely on the table. He is legal tonight.
Yep, he is allowed.
But definitely go with what you're comfortable, especially with this much on stake.
Well, for Jin, he's, not making it into the points kind of no matter what. So he might be in a position where he can kind of mess around a little bit. But I think Barry has a real shot at making it. He's got to go full stop. Like, you cannot mess around at all. No experimentation. And it looks like they are both going to be going reptile. Now, they do have different cameos that they seemingly like to use. We see one of them rocking Yeah, so I think that's Jin Fox using Reptile Mataro, so I'll have to switch the names, yeah. That is what he likes to run. He uses the Acid Spit into the Teleport to get a combo extension out of that, which is really nice. There's also just some other dirty things the character can do, but Jin Fox definitely one of the more unorthodox Reptile players, because you see a lot of Reptile Striker. This is not uncommon from what Barry's doing, but what Jin Fox is doing is a little bit more on the rare side.
This is like the Reptile Law now, Reptile Striker. Good teleport there, trying to sneak up on him.
So I love that the vampire skins changed the look of the lizard form as well. I'm hoping that we can maybe get some of that treatment to Shang Tsung's old man form, because that just has like one look. But
yeah,
I do really like
great
the different
detail.
I want a purple lizard, dude. I'll be a reptile player if you give me a purple lizard.
Getting clipped there by that dash, the end of that EX dash there.
Point blank. It's a challenge there.
Good dash. Just gonna. Oh, there's a block. There's a striker keeping it safe. Can't punish that.
Kusanagi making top 8. Loser side over Demoralized. So to be honest, gatekeeping. He just gatekept. He just demoralizes one of those threatening players, and I think tragically. That may have just ensured that Demoralize is not going to make it.
Gatekeeping, man. He did his job. He had a mission. He did his job. And Barry taking that game 1 there. Super solid Reptile. Pretty convincing. See what Fox has, in store to try to shape things up here, get a little bit closer with that game too, if not try to get on the board.
Ooh, it's gonna be Omni-Man time? Okay, I like this. I like this
There we
idea.
go.
I think the mirror is... I personally, I don't like doing mirrors, so I'm not shocked if there are, other players that have a similar idea about it. It can just be really difficult to maybe get your footing, especially because you so know what you can do to them, but also you know what they can do to you and what you're not allowed to do, and it can be really disappointing. So switching over to a different character is just gonna mean that the toolboxes are no longer symmetrical. So see if you can find a way to kind of deal with things differently. Also maybe hoping to throw his opponent off guard here a little bit. And Jin Fox has no prospects for making it into the finale, so he can afford to experiment a little bit and go off script to have some fun.
Mirrors definitely are not fun. I totally agree. So I'm definitely for this pick. And seeing Omni-Man is always fun.
Dude, I hate mirror matches. I hate mirror matches, and I love me some Omni-Man on the screen. He is really well animated. I really like what they ended up doing with this character. I think he is actually fun to play. I don't know where he stands in the overall tier list schemes, right? I think he is probably not going to nestle himself into a top tier spot. Seems decently mid-tier. But we'll see how, cameos adjust and shake that up too.
Exactly.
But really well designed and fun. That's all you can ask for is the fun.
Super fun. And Barry, get in the restand here in the corner. Time to guess.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Grenade to keep him up. Decent damage. Reptile hits really hard.
Yeah, 400 damage is no joke here. Keeping the pressure on in this corner. Jin Fox getting overwhelmed. Tries to use the Viltrumite stance, but that death roll does defeat it. Oh, and a little bit of a taunt here.
Wow,
Gain
we got the
2
taunt.
taunts.
Oh my goodness.
Interesting. We'll see if that plays a factor.
Getting kind of saucy here.
Right? Going for a little bit of mental damage here. But you always got to be careful. It's like, I would say for like most players, if you can get some mental damage going, you can tilt them, but
that's motivation.
Yeah, exactly. Some players you tilt them and it's a motivation. Now Super Saiyan mode's activated. So you got to be careful trying to do the mental damage, because some players have a very different response. They just get enraged and tear right through you.
Ultra instinct immediately.
Gonna be continuing the streak here with Omni-Man though, so no switches off that. We'll see how that plays out for him. Gonna need a reverse 3-0. It'll be the first one of the night. If it happens, we'll see if Omni-Man can do it for Viltrum.
Taking realms for Ventrum. Fox locking in here with the Omni-Man. Barry sitting on match point here with this Reptile, trying to see if he can stay sharp.
A lot more of that forward 4 coming out. Nice shimmy to get the back one as well. Now he's spending the meter on that. I believe you can do a meterless version of it, but I think the reason he's doing it is because he wants to guarantee it hits, right? Not fucking around.
You could definitely do it without the meter, but definitely just want to be sure of getting the damage, because a drop could be a full combo, and probably the life bar.
Yeah, I think dropping that particular combo is full punishable, so you do need to be really careful with it. Looks like Barry will spend the fatal blow here. This is not going to be lethal, however. So Omni-Man's still going to have a shot here, but the life lead going to be firmly in the hands of Reptile after this. Oh, that's punishable! The grenades!
The grenade saved him. He bet it all in calling it out with the forward 4-1. I like it. Getting on the board, taking this round in game 4 here. Game 3, I'm sorry.
That lunging knee has such great range to it, too. And I feel like he's been using it more in this game. The previous game, I didn't see as much of that forward 4. But now that knee strike is just coming out and paying off really big time for him. Oh, big neutral jump!
That forward 4 a little bit more. That jump was definitely clutch. But putting them back in the corner, gonna have to use Breaker here. Teleporting out, Omni-Man with that mobility. Flying directly into a grenade. Nice.
Swinging. Dash will connect here.
Over to the dash. That was nice.
Oh no. This is big damage. Jin Fox is in trouble here. He's gonna get placed under arrest.
What's the guess? He goes overhead.
Interesting. I think you have to charge that a little bit longer to make it go far enough there. I don't think the normal one, like the instant one, would have worked. But that's very saucy. Like, he's put in the work to know the nuances of his character. Very nicely done.
And Barry Saucy now sitting on match point. This is for the set. Fox trying to fight here, trying to stay in. Oh, I thought he was going for the optimal. Omni-Man's optimals are so amazing. I love them.
Dude, I hit it on somebody earlier today, the Striker meterless one. And it was fun. It feels good. I only got it the one time, but I'll get it more. I'll get it more.
It feels so good. Keeping it going with the Striker bombs here.
One hit into Fatal Blow could be devastating. That's it. No!
Oh, no, he dropped it. Oh my God. He bet it all and he gave it to him. No, the grenade, that's gonna be the set. Oh my God. No.
That is heartbreaking. He had it. 1-2 Fatal Blow is all he needed there.
That's all he needed. That drop hurt.
I haven't seen that one. That's a fun one.
Reptile.
That is gonna do it. Omni-Man put to rest. He'll go into the lower bracket. Not out yet, of course. Does still have a chance here, but that is going to secure that top 8 spot for Barry. And that, I think, was really important because looking at these points, we'll take a look at them again here before we say our farewells. Barry is in 9th place in points. Top 7 make it. Dark Elite is in 8th. Barry is in 9th. Demoralized is not going to be earning enough points to get in the way. So it really is between these players right here. And Isaiah and Hella Larry did not play. Right? So Skill, Hunter, Method, Koizi, Striker, Dark Elite all played. Dark Elite, Striker, Koizi, Method, and Skill all still alive. We'll have to get some real quick updates on what's going on with Hunter, as well as, I think Koizi, or no. Who else do we need an update on? I think it's just Hunter, actually, right? Oh, and Dark Elite. Dark Elite. We don't know where Dark Elite's at, because he's the other one just outside. So depends on where Dark Elite, if Dark Elite can make it, which we'll be looking at these brackets to see how that goes. Dark Elite is playing Armor right now. Fluffy and Skill will play. And like these are just gonna have really big ramifications on what happens with these this top 8. I think one thing we do want to check on is the status of Hunter. It looks like Hunter did win over one of his other ones. I don't know if that was versus Stake or not, though. We'll go and check it real quick. Okay, so that was versus Papaya. So now Stake is going to play versus Hunter, and then Jin Fox will play the winner of that. I think it truly, the big storyline right now is will Hunter or Dark Elite make top 8. That is going to be the real big thing that needs to happen for these players. If Dark Elite can make top 8, he's still in contention. If he doesn't make top 8, with Striker making top winner side, and also I think Koizi made top winner side. Who else made top 8 winner side? Did all 3 of them make top 8 winner side? That had 400.
So. I know Koizi did.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So Striker, Koizi, and Method all made top 8 winner side. So they're all guaranteed 100 points, which means Dark Elite getting 7th place, which would have had him be close enough or whatever, is no longer the case. Like he needed them to be in 7th and only 25 points ahead of him, or actually he needed to be ahead of them, right? So now he still needs to pass them, and them being on winner side, that's like a harder uphill struggle to make. Do have a bracket update though. It sounds like Dark Elite has made it into top 8. So while the bracket hasn't updated fully on that, he did make it. So that is really big for Dark Elite. Dark Elite Kusa, we got 2 slots left. Those are going to either Skill or Fluffy Fawn for one of them. And then we've got Hunter, Stake, and Jin Fox in contention for all that. I gotta be honest, Koizi, I have no idea how many points you need to be safe. I haven't crunched the math. Zombie used to do the math, but Zombie is busy at college now, so Zombie isn't able to run our numbers anymore. It really, honestly, it depends. I think I can do somewhat of the math once top 8 is determined, but without knowing where Dark Elite is at, I'm sorry, I do know where Dark Elite is at. Without knowing where Hunter is at, if he's going to make top 8 or not, it kind of puts it in flux as to knowing what's going on. Because what essentially is available right now is Hella Larry's spot, because he decided not to play even though he had 500 points. Hella Larry's spot is kind of like the cutoff point. Because I have a strong feeling that people are going to make 500 points. Like, well, to be honest, Koizi, Method, and Striker are all guaranteed making 500 or 100 to get to 500 points because they're all guaranteed 5th place or better, right? And that's going to tie them up with Hella Larry. Now, Hella Larry will win the tiebreaker against Method or Striker. Neither one of them have won. So they need to survive to 4th place. One of them does. Now, Koizi and Hella Larry will have a tiebreaker match because they both have placed 1st place. But Hella Larry's 1st place is what's really keeping him in there. But that's the state for all 3 of them. Method, Koizi, and Striker are all at 400 points, and guaranteeing their safety is going to likely mean 3rd or 4th place. 5th place is potential for slight disaster. But it really does depend on where Hunter slots in. Because if, let's say Hunter doesn't make top 8, Hunter will get 50 points. He'll be at 475. He'll no longer be a threat. Everybody will be good. So it really matters where Hunter is at to kind of lock in the threats. But it's crazy. It's crazy tight.
No
which
pressure.
is what's fun. That's what's exciting. I mean, exciting as a viewer. I'm sure the players are not enjoying the anxiety going on other than Isaiah. But as a viewer, this is fun. This is exciting. And I'm looking forward to rewarding the players that make top 8 in our finale, which is going to be coming up. And of course, if you don't make the top 8, there's always the LCQ. That's happening next week. So players are still going to be able to have one last shot to get into that top 8 and get into the money. So all hope is not yet lost. But that is going to do it for our event here tonight. We're going to let these matches finish up off stream. I'll be watching the brackets to make sure everything clears out. But we're not going to have any more matches on stream, so we are going to say our farewells. I do want to, of course, thank Pocky for helping out in the chat as usual. Really, really helpful to have somebody here running the bracket so I can try to pay attention to the commentary and stuff. So really do truly appreciate that. Thank you so much for all the assistance. And also, of course, want to thank Misfit Panda for joining me on the mic. Is there anything you'd like to tell these fine folks before we say our farewells?
Thanks for having me, man. Very exciting matches tonight. Very fun to watch and be a part of. Usually I'm on the other side of the action, but it was definitely good to be on this side for once. I don't have anything else. Great matches. Have fun in this, this top 8 and this final push for the finale.
Yeah, this is going to be an absolute bloodbath. Really, really excited to see how that goes down. Join us Saturday for that. So tomorrow I'll be back playing some more Omni-Man, and then Saturday we'll be hitting the top 8 to see who is indeed going to be making it, and then we've got the LCQ after that. But that's going to do it for us here tonight. I hope you guys all have a great night. Stay safe out there, and I will see you tomorrow. Later, everybody.
Later.